Hello. Hello. Just a moment, please. Howdy! I'm inputting the last of the lyrics into the... Yatta! We got him! Okay, Dead Beats, hello. Good morning. I'm here. Hello, good morning. I'm here. How are you? I'm pretty okay. I woke up with a really bad headache, probably from staying up too late and drinking quite a bit, but not really any of the other, like, quote-unquote, hangover symptoms, so I don't know what it was. Yeah, that was kind of it. But it's fine, it's fine. I'm taking a little vacation this weekend. I've told you guys that I'm gonna do this, but for now we got stuff to do. I'm still doing some last minute checks on some things. Now we're good. We're fine now. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. We're lyric diving though. We're gonna be going through the lyrics of the Gawr Gura EP. Sorry, I still just woke up. It's like 11 a.m., but at the same time, I needed to get a lot of sleep after last night's craziness. Haha, we still aren't done. But that's something that we will do afterward. We will do after this stream. Probably in the evening, I'll do a little gorilla stream for you guys, if you'd be interested. We're not just going to read super chats. I'm also going to see if I can play a game at the same time. I feel like once I get to a certain point in Spiritfarer, it should be, I don't want to say easy, but possible to just do like my managing stuff while also watching old archives. Good morning, Empress. That's sweet, hilarious, man. Thank you. Thank you. Big ups, the biggest of ups. Oh! I'll give you fire, just creep it to yourself. Hello, the hungry wolf. Thank you for coming. Hi, Dad. Hi, chat. Sure, we'll be there. Yatta. Multitasking POG. Maybe. I don't know if it's POG yet, but we're gonna find out. Rather sizable ups. I'll stay with you, Callie, whenever. You're very sweet. Thank you. Thank you. Hello, the hungry wolf. Someone feed the wolf, please. I am having breakfast. I have a muffin. Let me just take a bite out of it. I'm not gonna eat into the microphone. I won't do it. I just want to take a bite. Give me that muffin. It has powdered sugar on it. Eh? Hey, where's the song? Nande? Eh? Well, there's Ga. There's Red. Where is Grim Reaper live streamer? Do not make me open up Cubase again. I don't want to. Fine, whatever. I'm just gonna play it in the background. God, this is so annoying. I'm gonna find it. Hang on, we're playing Red for now, but oh my goodness, there's so many freaking files in my computer. Whoa, we love to see it. Where is it? Let's see. Up. Nope, that's not it. Is this it? I think I found it. Okay, hold on. We need to make sure that it doesn't have the beep beep boops. Hold on. Da-na-na-na. Okay, sick, yeah. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Okay, perfect. Yay, yatta! We got it figured out. Yay! Awesome! Yeah, that was annoying. But that one's still broken. All right, we'll play it here. Time to jam out. Thanks for breaking out the glow sticks, you guys. So yeah, in case you guys don't know what's happening at the Lyric Dive today, let me go ahead and explain to you now that I've prepared and we're ready to stop stalling for time. So basically, my new album, Your Mori, dropped recently, and there are a lot of lyrics in there that maybe you guys maybe misheard, misinterpret, when I say misinterpret, it's kind of, I use it loosely because I kind of want I want the song to be whatever you want it to be. So for example, maybe if you interpret something a certain way because you relate to it, then I want you to do that. That's the reason that I've written it that way. I like when things are open-ended and you guys can relate to my music in your own way. But maybe you want to know what I personally was thinking when I wrote things, and that's why I'm doing this. So yeah, keep that in mind as just a general disclaimer. At the end of the day, I just want you guys to enjoy the music and let it be to you what it is to you, regardless of anything, okay? So yeah, sounds good. Oh my gosh, thank you guys so much for the crazy support. As usual, you guys are nuts. I relate to a lot of your songs, thank you! And sometimes it might be because you have your own personal reasons or experiences that you can relate to it, and I think that's really important. So don't worry too much if my interpretation is a little different from what you personally think about the song. That's no problem. It's something wonderful about music, I think, is that we can all kind of view things in our own special way. Sometimes one song means one thing to someone else, and another thing to another person, if that makes any sense. Let me go ahead and make sure the room is all set up. I set up a room for us to do the lyrical diving. Oh, check out that bass line. God, it's so freaking good. Man, Teniwa really freaking killed it with the bass. Kill him with the bass. Anyway, let's see. I've got it right here. And these will be the exact lyrics as well, just in case. I know that there have been like some lyric postings on the internet. I actually haven't checked them out yet. But I'm fairly sure that they're pretty accurate. If not, you're gonna get the full story today on what I was thinking when I was writing the song. So we're gonna go ahead and go over to that room now. I think it looks fine. Wait, no. Move that shit up a little bit. Okay. There we go. Na-na-na-na-na. Okie dokes. We're moving now. We're going to the room. Da-na-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na, na-na. Are you gonna repeat? Okay, good. Yatta, it repeated. I was worried that it was gonna skip again. Anyway. Aisha! Everyone, hydration check. Make sure that you take a sip of something. Oh my gosh. Love your new songs. Thank you so much, Tan. I appreciate that. And this room is pretty comfy. I would say so. I'm gonna have to catch it later. Gotta go to work. No problem. See you soon. Is that notepad? Why, yes. You got milk? Excellent. Some people are going to experience buffering. I am sorry. Once again, it is not something that I can control, unfortunately. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, Grim Reaper is a live streamer. This is the first one. The first one on the album, the first song. And the hook, the intro is actually just the hook copied over. But I did like some ad-libbing and such. But yeah. You know, I believe Teniwa actually sent me like the actual translation lyrics so that I had them like while I was singing, so that I knew what I was singing about. Because initially the way that it worked is that, you know, I wrote I wrote the English lyrics, and then I told Teniwo-san what I wanted the theme of his lyrics to be, kind of what I wanted him to say, I guess, in Japanese. So yeah. And then after that, Teniwo wrote the Japanese lyrics. So I have, let's see, I'm not sure if I can find his translation right now, but I'll try my best with what I know, okay? So, watashi o taifume lady. Anyone know what this means? Watashi o taifume lady. So basically like, unidentifiable, kind of mysterious. Fume being like mysterious, I guess. You can't identify me. Debbie swinging out of control. This flavor. Sha la 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 la. I'm singing. Daremo kizukanai. And then I literally say what that line means in English next. Nobody notices. Daremo kizukanai, meaning nobody realizes. What do you think they don't realize, deadbeats? What do you think? They don't realize that the Grim Reaper is walking right next to them. Or that the Grim Reaper is a live streamer. Hence the name of the song. Yup. Yeah. Nobody notices, but you know, I'm being real smug with them. Nobody notices, but you know, and then yoi ni wa glittering in the evening. Yoi ni wa glittering in the evening is literally what it means. So again, it's just kind of like dramatic, setting the scene. Sort of, I guess that's how we're starting off the song. Never missing moon. Again, also written by Teniwo, just to kind of set up an atmosphere, because the way that I described it to Teniwo-san is that it's basically the scene. It's like world building almost for the song. Is that I imagined myself walking through a dark city, dressed up very fancy, and the moon is rising high above, and there's like a really dramatic feeling to it. All these people walking around me, and they have no clue that I am the Grim Reaper. It's also kind of a parallel, you know? If you think really hard about it, me walking around in the streets of the city as a Grim Reaper with nobody noticing, it makes me laugh. In the same way that perhaps, say for example, a VTuber walking around in the streets of their city might feel. Nobody realizes that they're walking next to this person who is a VTuber, I guess, or who has an alternate identity. Yeah, it's that kind of parallel that I wanted to draw. Grim Reaper, normal person, VTuber, normal person, you know? It's kind of like that. Or do they? Maybe they do. Maybe they do, I don't know. I was just thinking that, duality. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Kind of like a superhero's alter ego, exactly. That's exactly what it's kind of like. And then, ima anata no, I have a hard time saying this. Ima anata no tonari ni shinigami ga imasu yo. So basically what that means is, beside you right now, there is a shinigami, meaning Reaper. And I say it in kind of like a whispery voice. Yeah. You know, the sweet whisper of death, I guess. Yeah. It sounds ominous. Haha, yeah, right. Because you don't believe me. Or rather, the people on the outside, they don't believe me. All right, now, verse 1, it's supposed to say, let's hit. Now, it looks right now like it says, let's shit, but that's not what it's supposed to say. It's because the notepad puts a really big space between the one. Oh no! Please don't shit on the crosswalk. There are gonna be a lot of people that don't appreciate it if you do that. Please don't shit on the crosswalk. Please, no one wants that. Please don't. Anyway, let's hit the crosswalk. Let's talk. Can you keep up? Again, we're kind of we're kind of hitting that imagery, I guess. I wanted to imagine myself walking down the streets, and maybe you, the deadbeats, are following me along on this journey. So I'm like, hey, come with me, kid. Come with me, deadbeats. You know, follow me. Let me tell you my story. You know, is the kind of idea that I had in my head. Can you keep up? You kinda Kininaru looking like I don't sleep enough. This is for all of you deadbeats like, Callie, are you okay? Callie, are you okay? Are you taking care of yourself? Are you taking care of yourself? You look like you haven't slept in a million years. Well, that's because I haven't. Kininaru meaning like you're concerned, like you wanna know. Looking like I don't sleep enough. This is shout outs to you. Shout outs to you. A tekitona rendezvous, we're bound to stray far. A tekitona, meaning like ambiguous. You look like death. Well, it's true. It's true. A tekitona rendezvous. Kind of ambiguous. It's like we don't really know what we're gonna do, but it's a rendezvous where we're going to do something. We're bound to stray far. We're bound to go on some kind of tangent together. I'm certain. But I'm the kind to ease your mind by taking you to the graveyard. I'm sure everyone knows that one person that's kind of, dare I say it, quirky. One of those quirky girls who hangs out at the graveyard. Ooh. No, but in all seriousness, it's the truth though. The graveyard's kind of fun to hang. Graveyard's kind of fun to hang. Quirky. Graveyards are very relaxing. But basically, I guess my kind of point is that I possess maybe the ability to soothe your soul, and even if I'm taking you to the graveyard, those of you who beg for the sweet embrace of death. Very edgy, man. You got me. Oh yeah. Step out to the city, but you don't know me. Now this is a part I wanted to point out to you guys because I think it's kind of hard to hear. Because I don't think I pronounce it quite intense enough. But yeah, step out to the city, but you don't know me. I mean, basically what I've said before. They don't know me. I step out to the city, but you don't know me. Take my wits right with me, but they don't own me. I think in the song it kind of sounds like, take my wits right with me, but they don't know me. Which would be a repeat and not a rhyme. But it's own me. Yep. Step out to the city, but you don't know me. Take my wits right with me. Right with me is supposed to rhyme with the city, just a little bit. Not enough to be like, oh wow, that was sick, but like just enough to kind of get like the sound. Yeah. Love that line. I'm glad that you like it. I wanted to make sure that people knew it. I wasn't rhyming the same word over again, I promise. Bad on me for not nailing it, though I did try like 5 times to retake it and it just wasn't. Let me try it again. Step out to the city, but you don't know me. Take my wits, what? God damn it! Fuck my life! Fuck! I mean, F word. Oh no! I'm really sorry. No, so many Fs. Oh my gosh, so many Fs dropped. I'm sorry. Children, turn this off now, please, and don't tell your parents you were here. Shh. Keep it keep it a secret. Shh. Listen, not the F word, the children. No. Let's see. Step out to the city, but you don't know me. Take my wits right with me, but they don't own me. It's kind of rough to hit it perfectly, but that is what it is. I take my wits right with me, but they don't own me. They don't hold me back too much, you know? I'm not the kind that thinks like too hard about suffering from something risky. If there's something I want to do, I want to do it, you know? Maybe feel like going psycho in the streets, save it for later. Instead, I'll make a stylish retreat and hit. So this is kind of referring to my true Shinigami nature, I guess. Maybe I'll go crazy and just start reaping souls, I don't know, but I'll save it for later, because guess what? I've got a new job. Instead of taking lives with my scythe, I'm using the internet. I'm becoming a VTuber. It's like that. Instead, I'll make a stylish retreat back to my house and hit go live, row high, so fly, oh my, no drive, this guy, talk about a misfire. This is, let's see. This part is also, it is really kind of just like, how should I say? Flavor. flavor by me trying to rhyme as many words as possible, but also hitting kind of a different flow to kind of mix it up a little bit. Yeah. But then also taking a time. Hold on. Giving a tiny little high five to those that are not into your boy. Hold on. I went too low. How low can you go? Talk about a misfire. Like, nice try. Leave it to misfire spitting for cash. Yeah. Again, it's like rhyming a word with the same word, except it's not. It's a different word. Leave it to misfire spitting for cash, because this has become my job. You know, spitting fire, misfire. They're different words, but they sound exactly the same. That's my favorite. I'll never be caught up again. Writing this off as a passion, it's tough. This is a jab at my past self who thought that I could make this my part-time job, ha 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 ha, and do other things. That was funny. That was a funny time in my life. Yep, I'll never be caught up again. Writing this off as a passion, it's tough. It has become a job. I never had a life to begin with. And now I got two. Double the power to sim with. Here I am with another jab at myself. Another jab at myself. Never had a life to begin with, but now I got two, referring to my double life. Me being Shinigami Callie with Reaper Business, and me being VTuber Callie. Yep. Not like I'll complain. Just laughing? No, just saying. Referring to how I constantly laugh at myself. Then I should just be frank and just say it outright. And then here we go. Hara, hira. So here's the Japanese right here. This little bit right here. The JP. Let me see if I can go ahead and find. I really should try and find the actual translation, but I think I may just need to jog my memory a little bit. Aisha. So I know what Teniwa-san said is something about the pedals, front and back. Omote ura, front and back. Yeah, flip side of the pedals, I guess. Hara hira. And then kagayaku enja no hare butai, shining performer stage. Referring to me as the performer, because I asked Teniwa-san to kind of write lyrics that embody, I guess, the feeling of being an entertainer, but also the difference between entertainer and artist. Because Dead Beats, believe it or not, there is a difference between entertainer and artist. And some jobs are more suited to entertainers, and there are jobs that are more suited to artists. If you're an artist and you like to create and write your own things that are your thoughts, unaltered, completely you being you, then that's kind of more on the artist side, right? But then maybe you're an entertainer and you're cool with just kind of letting someone, like, I guess, direct completely. And you just entertain, and that's it. And that's all that you're meant to do, which isn't a bad thing. That's not a stab at entertainers at all. And then maybe you can be both. I don't know. Idol is both. Depends on the idol. Some idols don't write their own lyrics or compose their own music, and it's fine to just be an entertainer. There's nothing wrong with it. If you want to let someone else take the creative side, that's okay. There is nothing wrong with that. At all. Yep. I try to be a little bit of both. I think that there's a balance that I would like to be. Yep. What do I consider myself? It depends, really. I don't know if maybe you guys have noticed or not. I don't really enjoy being, I guess, directed when it comes to my creative content. So yeah, I guess a little bit of both. I like to still maintain freedom over the things that I can write. Yeah, it can be tough sometimes, but I try my best. You seem like both. I'm glad. A free spirit, maybe. Yeah. I mean, I know that some people, get worried about me giving my opinions on things and whatnot. And I respect that. But I'd much rather just be straight with the world and tell people what I think. Otherwise, I don't really feel like making music, Where were we? Oh yeah, I was continuing to translate the line. But yeah, a melody comes into my mind. Yeah. Teka tama saka ukabu wa waga shirabe. Yeah. So like, I guess a melody comes into my mind. Omote wa dochi tazunenai de. Which side is it? Don't ask. That's me saying, which side of the pedal am I in this moment? Artist? Entertainer? Do not ask me. Maybe it's like, then I say, dunno. The answer is, I don't know. Yeah. Teniwo-san is very poetic. I thought that was incredibly smart because I got this image of yozakura, like night sakura petals flying in the night. You are dead. Oh no, we just asked. It's fine. I think in the end, I actually don't even really know the answer myself. I think I'd like to figure out one day the answer. But if I do figure out the answer someday, I hope that it's more erring on the side of artist. I think that's more what I was made for personally, to write my own thoughts, my own music, and share it with the world that way, Yeah. Oh no, I'm not making a song. I'm talking about my lyrics from my new song, my new EP. You're both. Well, I'm glad that you think so. I'd rather be both than just one or the other at the end of the day. I think there's a balance to be found. So, anyway, where were we? The hook is once again Watashi o taifume lady downtown utateru. So downtown utateru, singing downtown is basically what that is. Plain and simple. Sha la 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 la, daremo kizukanai, nobody realizes. Hiru de yami wo toha, taking a step with my heel into the darkness. Stepping with my heel in the darkness. You can see the word heel is there. Koko yoi ni wa, sparkling in the night. Never missing moon. Darika wo terasu. Sorry, I'm playing around. I'm playing around. You shouldn't be shy, be confident, Callie. Nah, it's easier said than done, my dude. That's not something you can just say and then it gets fixed. It's something that takes time. But yeah. Darika wo terasu is to like light someone up. Yep. Let's see. Next, as far as tell. So this is the part of the hook that I wrote. Keep playing around. You can't play around forever. We got songs to talk about. As far as telling horror stories goes, my kind of warfare. So this is basically just me saying that I can use my lyrics as like a weapon, my own personal experiences. I can kind of use as lyrics, and using my lyrics as a weapon in whatever way I see fit. I like to think that I use them for good, but there may be others who beg to differ, and that's fine too. Pull back the curtain for one hell of a show. Debbie's swinging now out of control. This kind of is a jab at nobody knows like the real story. Nobody knows exactly what someone is going through, what someone is dealing with, what obstacles someone has to face and go through, I guess, to do the things that they like and want to do. Yeah, thoughts can be powerful. Mass destruction. Yeah. You really love that line? Thanks, I'm glad you like it. You're a killer wordsmith, thank you. Yeah, you pull back the curtain, you might get a hell of a show, I don't know. Let's see. Deadbeat swinging out of control. Transmission live before you, I'll reap in real time. This is just referring to me streaming, turning reaping into my, how shall I say? Way to collect souls. I'll reap in real time. Just don't forget admission. That soul is still mine. Your soul is admission. This goes back to me mentioning before that, you know, I stopped taking souls with the scythe, started to do VTubing instead, and now I gotta keep collecting souls however I can. How shall that be? Well, maybe streaming? Yes, lyricist, I'm glad you like my lyrics. I put a lot of thought into them, so thank you. That whole paragraph is possibly the catchiest part. Thank you, I actually thought so too. That makes me glad that you think so. Heck yeah. Let's see. I'll take a little sip. I also really love the melody for that section. Teniwo wrote the melody for that part. It's freaking good. Let's see. Next up is verse 2. Out on the town again, death in your midst. Right behind you, down below you, listen, you get the gist, huh? I mean, it's true, is it not? You know, death is everywhere. A whole bunch of new chances to bite the dust everywhere that you go. I could be walking amongst you and you would never know. You'd have no idea. So you gotta watch it. Death is always in your midst. Be careful, deadbeats, be careful. I love the imagery. Why me? It's not just you, it's everyone. Dad's Night Out round 2. Yeah, Among Us. Definitely my favorite track in the EP. I'm glad to hear that. It's interesting. Everyone has given me different answers for their favorite track. Which is nuts. I've seen so many. I think it's almost evenly split. Absolutely freaking crazy. Which I think is great. It just means that there's something for everyone on that album, and that means that I've done my job, I think. If everyone was very partial to one song, I think I'd get worried that, like, I had put all my effort into one song and then the others weren't any good. I think this just kind of goes to show that I really do think that all of them kind of have a certain level. They maintain a consistent level of quality, I think. But then it's just a matter of everyone's favorite. You know, everyone has their favorite, depending on their own personal taste, or just maybe something personally hits with them. Maybe they like a melody more than another. So yeah, I actually didn't think that anyone would like Ga, which is a huge surprise to me, because so many places I go to, you know, see feedback about the EP, so many people are saying Ga is their favorite. I'm like, what? That joke song? I'm glad you guys bopped to it though. That makes me happy. I say joke, but it's more like the lyrics are very, very cynical, very jokey. We'll talk about it, of course. We'll get to that song too, but we gotta keep working on this one. Right down below, right behind, everywhere you get the gist. Ha! Nobody realizing they don't recognize me, fine by me. It's agonizing, disguising. Yeah, I mean, so basically this is just kind of a it's me saying that I'm very lucky that I don't have to worry about disguising myself when I'm out and about. Because as Death, no one sees me. When I'm walking around, no one can see, hey, that's Calliope Mori the VTuber, because I'm Death and you can't see me. It's agonizing disguising, so I'm okay with this laid back feeling of I can just go out and just, who cares, you know? I don't gotta wear shades everywhere I go, even though I love shades. But yeah, so you know, privacy's good. What a feeling! It's nice. And let's see, what's next? Live now broadcasting, only so long lasting, rather it's a matter of a right and wrong casting. So, this kind of, I guess, relating to just this job in general. It's not for everyone. And how long you can last doing it, though. It's important to realize that, depending on the person, it can last a long time, it can last a short time. But you should relish it, no matter what. If you're a young aspiring VTuber out there, then I recommend that you go for it as long as you can. But at the end of the day, maybe it's not for everyone. And just because I guess a lot of people are doing it right now, doesn't mean that you have to if you don't want to, you know? It takes a certain type to be able to do it. And also, sometimes you gotta realize, gosh, how should I say this? Especially if you're going to join a group of VTubers, sometimes, you know, you can be so talented and so amazing, you know? There's so many incredible, talented, amazing people out there in the world. But sometimes it's a casting thing, you know? I mean, think about like being an actress, for example, or an actor auditioning for like a film and whatnot, you know? You can be the most incredible actor in the world, but maybe they just don't want you for the role. I don't know any secrets, by the way. This is just me going off on what I think personally about like the acting industry as well. You could be incredible, but sometimes it's just a matter of casting. So don't feel down on yourself ever if you don't get the role that you're looking for, you know? Sometimes that just be how it is. You know? Not what they're looking for. Exactly. It's a really hard truth, but I only tell you so that you don't get down on yourself or feel bad, you know, about yourself, because you could be really talented, but at the end of the day, it's a casting thing, you know? It's a rough reality. It is a really rough reality. It do be like that. It is what it is, exactly. So let's see. The fasten your seatbelts, faster breathing, need help. This part is referring to my kind of rising, I guess, stress about the entire situation, this role that I have been thrown into as a VTuber on the internet when I was just death. I mean, it's been crazy, and it was really stressful in the beginning. Now I've kind of learned how to manage it. I'm needing that fresh air, already seen hell, so I should be used to it, right? Already seen hell, I've been in hell before. But I still feel like I need that fresh air. This is kind of a reference to burning out. And then here we go. Here's the rap. That gave me such a freaking hard time whilst I was performing live on stream, because I didn't realize I hadn't written the romaji. I did have to do this part maybe like I did 20 takes. Yeah, 20 takes of this line when I was recording. It was crazy. This may have been my most taken line ever. The Japanese rap is great, listening to it, but if you're like me and don't have a lot of experience actually doing it, then it's tough. So 生まれて火にかけられてた魔法が溶けてゆく日々の中で新しい魔法追いかけしてくそれが人生かな? It's a long quote, but it's basically it's a quotation. Let's see. The magic that was cast upon myself the day that I was created, the magic that was cast on you the day you were born, is being broken. And that is what life is, I guess. And then so immediately, what do you mean? Doyu imi? What the fuck does that mean? These are Teniwo's lyrics, by the way, so I don't know if I can perfectly interpret them, but I can just tell you what I kind of asked for, I guess. But どういう意味って答えを自分で探してみ. So you have to find it yourself. You have to figure out your own answer to what that means for you personally, I guess. But and then she said 月に裏も表もない. So the moon has no front or back. Have a great night. Now, the way that I kind of interpret this is, as you guys said, instead of it just being kind of like a black and white situation where I'm artist or entertainer, it's kind of a situation of, like, I don't have a front or a back. Maybe it's all just me, you know? That's the way that I interpret it. And I believe that's the way that Teniwo-san explained to me, if I can remember correctly. But yeah. それが人生. なるほどね. Hold on, I am now receiving some insight. I'm receiving some insight. Hang on. Yeah, so the magic that was cast on me when I was born is being broken, so I'll add a new spell. I forgot to put that part. I will add a new spell. Yeah. So what does that mean? I guess it's up to you to figure out. the way that I kind of interpret it is that, you know, you have a certain amount of, I guess, how shall I say, like, magical appeal that is just given to you when you're put in a position like me. You know, right off the bat, all of these people are watching and looking, and you've been given this big stage, and you gotta perform. But eventually it's gonna wear off, man. I mean, and that's a reality that I think everyone has been prepared for. At the end of the day, we know it's gonna happen, and you're just gonna have to carry yourself along the way. You're gonna have to be able to cast a new spell. Yeah. And how it relates, like, to the next line, I would say, I guess it's probably figuring out, that you can be artist and entertainer at the same time. So instead of just entertaining and kind of singing the same songs over and over again, playing the same games and whatnot, I want to try and create for me. And I think all the other girls do this really well too. In my opinion, I think they also are artists and entertainers, you know? And not everyone is, but I think those girls are because they're all so creative. No matter what it is that they do that is kind of interesting and different, you know? And being an artist doesn't just mean being like a songwriter like me. You know, you could be an artist in any other way as long as you're creating. Yeah. But at the end of the day, you need to find your own answer. I like that little sentiment right there. I don't know, maybe it's different for everyone. Let's see. We got outro, sha-la-la-la-la. So this is a funny part. This is a funny little part that Teniwo-san put in there for the outro. It's just kind of like, sha-la-la-la-la-la, hey, listen. And then I say once again, hey, there's a Shinigami right next to you, but I like to imagine that whoever's walking down the street is just like, yeah, sure, whatever. And literally isn't listening and just keeps walking. And in a way that kind of, I don't know, takes me off a little bit, like, hey! Come on! At first you're acting all sly about it and all smug, like, nobody knows. Nobody knows I'm a VTuber and a Shinigami and I'm walking right next to them, But at the end of the day, there's this feeling of, hey, wait! Hey, notice me! You don't want them to, but you do. Hey, listen! Come on, man. It's like, it's kind of comedic, you know? It's got a little air of comedy in there, you know? And you gotta deal with that, man. You make a choice. You don't get to be like, oh, I enjoy the anonymity. But wait a minute, notice me in real life. You know? Please, notice me. So I thought that was a cute little thing that Teniwo-san added in there. I liked that. It's very cute. Very characteristic. And I think suits your boy to a degree. It's funny. Now, next we've got Red. It's the one that I made the MV for. If you guys haven't seen it, go check it out. I'm gonna take a bite out of this muffin real quick. It's right here. I'm not gonna eat it on the mic. Spare your ears. Whoa, that's low. Okay, that's probably fine. Hydration check. Everyone drink. But only if you want to, and it doesn't need to be an alcohol beverage. Okay, so if you haven't checked out this MV, I recommend go giving it a look. Me and Ray put a lot of work into it, into making it happen, and I think it turned out awesome. So if you guys would like to go check it out. The lyrics of this song get like a little deeper than the others, I think. So this might take a while, but this is straight up a song about insecurity, about fading away, that I have kind of felt. There are a lot of powerful feelings in here that are related to things that if I outright said, it would be not good. And the reason that I say that is just because sometimes it's better to just keep some things unspoken and let people kind of discern for themselves what they think certain things mean. Now, let's go ahead and get started. So tonight the moon is rose in a crimson red, but roses gotta wither, so I'll live forever instead. There's this confidence, I guess, that I have that, oh, I'm not gonna be like a withered rose. I'm gonna live forever. I'm not gonna be like that. I'm not gonna be like the others in the past that bloom so beautifully and then eventually die. Yeah, and I'm kind of thinking about this as the crimson moon is rising, thinking of roses that wither, etc. It's very imagery driven in that part. And now I can't get rid of all these thorns in my head. Bring on the hemorrhaging. I guess I'll live inside your memory. So basically, the thorns that are now growing in my head are those that are kind of they're beginning to grow because I'm starting to think of these things like I'm going to wither away eventually, like a rose. And I say, oh, I'm gonna live forever instead, but there's this insecurity that I know that it's not possible, you know? And so that insecurity drives thorns into my head, the knowledge of the truth. So bring on the hemorrhaging, I accept the pain, I guess I'll live inside your memory. That's when I came up with the I'm your Mori, hope you'll remember me thing, right? It's my catchphrase. There's this hope that once I've gone, because at the end of the day, I'm like slowly realizing that I can't last forever. I'm hoping that at least the things I've done will live inside your memory. If they do, that'll make me happy. In some way, we are immortalized forever in the songs that we write, you know? So that's kind of, I guess, the way that I cope with that thought. And then the next part of the verse says, another distorted story that ignored the deceased. This is kind of like, gosh, how shall I say? Gosh, it's hard to explain this without getting too deep into what I've been going through, I guess. But basically, it's a distorted story. How about that? There's a lot of F-worded up shit that your boy has experienced and gone through. You know, that is kind of, I guess you guys can't always see it. That ignored the deceased, I guess, is kind of referring, actually, I figured that this line was referring to those that came before, I guess, that did great things, and there's this air of, like, arrogance, I guess, to it. Kind of ignoring those that came before. You know, whether that's me or others, I don't know. I couldn't tell you here, but that was kind of the feeling that I got. And also, you know, your boy stands up for the deceased because I am a Grim Reaper. I'll live inside of a castle, pray I'm never released. So this is me. This is where we begin to dive into the feeling that I'm portraying myself like some kind of monstrous beast that you don't want to let out of the castle because I've got some things to say. I've got some biting ideas. I'll live inside of a castle, pray I'm never released. I'd rather kick it in the dungeon, because I'm that kind of beast. A beast living in a dungeon of a castle, you know? A castle full of, you know, nice things and luxuries and princesses even, right? But I feel like I belong in the dungeon as some kind of angry beast who kind of does as I please. It'd be like that. So yeah. Basically, that's what that line means. You can go ahead and interpret whatever you want from it. I'll bet my heart on the cards because I trust me the least, and for that reason, I'm betting my heart on my friends because I know they'll do good. I know they'll do great things, and I don't trust myself to do better because I've got this feeling of like I'm just this monster who should be locked away, who shouldn't be heard, etc. It's better if I just shut the fuck up and let the others handle things. Which is dumb at the end of the day because the other girls are fantastic and I love everything that they do and I know that they'll go far. And I sincerely believe in them. So I bet my heart on them and that they're going to do great things. But it's silly. The part that's silly, it's not that part. That part is true. The part that's silly is that I should be kinder to myself, I guess. But, you know, sometimes in songs you spiral into meanings, I guess, or true feelings. And sometimes things get kind of, I don't know, exaggerated, dramatic, etc. It would be kind of boring if they didn't, to be honest. So yeah, let's see. Because I trust me the least, let it die. Pressure mounting, but I'm doomed without it. So basically, hold on, I went too far down. Pressure mounting, but I'm doomed without it. This is referring to how pressure to be good at what you do, or to strive to be at the top, or continue to move forward and get the good results, the desired results. It's mounting, it builds up, and it never stops building up, especially once you're on a roll, right? Once you've started doing good, and you're on a roll, right? And I'll talk a little bit more about the Arcana later. I think that the tarot cards that Ray chose and why she chose them, and ones that I chose and why I ended up kind of agreeing with the ones that Ray chose in the end. We'll talk about that at the end of this this particular dive of this song. So basically, as I was saying, I'm doomed without it, because let's be real, pressure gets results, man. Pressure to succeed. Let's be real, pressure to succeed says, hey Callie, you should do this, and this, to keep making good stuff and to stay ahead of the game. And it gets results. This is the truth, you know? Now, something that I've learned is that taking a break actually can be really good and can refuel your inspiration, keep you from becoming kind of stale, saying the same things over and over again and whatnot. It can be a good thing, but you can't doubt that pressure can push you to do more, and therefore put out more content, I guess. I'm doomed without it, really. If I'm not feeling pressured, I'll just get lazy, and I will stop succeeding. Whether it's true or not, you can't deny that it's a worry. Precious moments zooming by, don't doubt it. This is referring to the fact that life is kind of speeding by your boy because I'm so focused on my ambition, my work, etc. Precious moments like enjoying times with friends and family, enjoying being able to kick back and do what I love for a living. Those moments are starting to zoom by because the pressure is mounting too much. This has become my constant focus, and that kind of thing. Rest is ephemeral, scream and shout it. If I take a break, it's not going to be very long. The best don't sleep, I was all about it, but so this is the way that I thought. The best don't sleep, I was all about it. I really genuinely thought, I shouldn't sleep. I don't need to be like the others. I don't need to rest. Because rest is not for the best. Of course, it's not true. We know it's not true, but this is coming from the mindset of someone who is spiraling into a very unhealthy workaholic mindset. Let's remember to keep that in mind here. Let's see. Reaping keeps you tucked in the shadows. This creeping feeling of identity battles. So, basically, if you're a reaper, you're in the shadows. You can't let others see you, etc. And as a consequence of that, not many opportunities for people to see how you're really dealing with something, how it's really been affecting you, etc. Hiding yourself away behind, I guess, this sort of guise of, oh, I'm just an entertainer doing my job. I won't get too personal or show you how I'm feeling. I won't become vulnerable, etc. You stay tucked in the shadows. You stay away from everyone. Keep all of the personal stuff out of the picture. And that's actually how I've done things a lot, mostly. You know, I don't talk too much about what's going on in my existence besides, oh yeah, Reaper business. And sometimes when it comes to feelings, I'll be very frank about them, but I won't get intensely emotional, at least not anymore. I feel like a long time ago I might have, but it's not really how it is anymore. I wonder if that's a bad thing or a good thing or a sad thing. I don't know. Maybe it's a sign of professionalism that kind of grew over time, who could say? Anyway, continuing on, this creeping feeling of identity battles, I feel like is pretty straightforward. Constantly battling with my identity. Am I a Reaper? Am I a VTuber? Which one? Tazunai Dano. Yeah, closing in on every side of me. The line is on. I don't know why I said from. Closing in on every side of me. Yeah, it's pressuring me. Red tomorrow, red today. So red is basically all I can see. Dread, sorrow, can't turn away. So this is the choice that I made, and I gotta live with it. To work myself this hard, it's no one's fault but my own, and I have to live with it. I can't turn away, and I also can't turn back time. I'll always be a prisoner to my ambitions. So this is kind of saying that it doesn't matter if I could go back and redo anything, because number one, I wouldn't. That's one thing that I want to make abundantly clear. I can't turn back time, because I won't. I won't turn back time. thank you everyone who's being very kind in chat as well. I really appreciate your messages and your support. Those of you who like the lyrics as well, thank you. But yeah, basically, can't turn back time. I also wouldn't, but I can't. And even if I did, it wouldn't matter because I'd still be a prisoner to my ambition. This isn't just how I became after becoming a VTuber. As a Reaper, I also was very dedicated to my job, was always meeting death quotas, etc. I'll always be a prisoner to my ambition. It'll always consume me. And there's something that I wanted to address actually here. There's some people say things like, oh, well, the requirement for streaming for the particular job that you have is only 3 to 4 times a week, right? Maybe 3 streams a week is okay. No one's pressuring you or telling you to do more than that. In fact, actually, J-Chad, she is constantly on me about like, hey, take a break, you need to take a break, etc. So if anything, you know, people are telling me that, you know, you can chill, you can take a break. But the thing is, and the reason why a lot of people, at least in my particular group, don't do that is because it is ourselves. How do I say this? We do it to ourselves because we set high expectations for ourselves. It is a personal obligation that grows inside of us, even when voices on the outside are telling us, stop, slow down. Our minds don't want to listen. They don't want to listen because it's a standard that we set for ourselves. It's a bar that we aim to reach. And having personal goals is good, but some of us take it a little too far. I'm certainly one that does so. And it's rough, and it's not something that can be fixed in a day, or even a week, or a month, or a year even. It's something that needs to be learned over time to calm down, or else life becomes very not fun. And what is the reason for life unless to have... My words are messing up again. I don't really see what the point of existing is without having fun and enjoying others and life in general. So it's something that needs to be learned, really. It's our personal pressures that we put on ourselves when we either compare ourselves to others or just think, I should be doing better. I did this well before. Why am I not reaching this mark? It's something that a lot of creators struggle with. It ain't just me. It ain't just VTubers. There are plenty of others who put this same kind of pressure on themselves. Anyway, so yeah, we're prisoners to our ambition. This is the truth. As petals fly, I'll dance your tune, but hold your breath. Guess who's running the show? Now, somewhere, somebody kind of got what I was saying with the petals part. Petals being, well, what the person said was red super chats, which isn't completely true. Petals flying could be anything. It could be your rainbows of support, it could be your chat messages, it could be anything that you do in general, but the petals that are flying are basically like the support and the love that is directed towards me, that contributes to my success, yeah? Basically, so as those petals fly, I'll dance your tune, but hold your breath, guess who's running the show? So this line is really deep, and I want you guys to think about it, how you would interpret it. Gosh, how shall I say? I mean, do you ever feel like maybe you're not dancing your tune? I mean, maybe it happens sometimes, I don't know. So for the time being, I'll dance your tune, but hold your breath, guess who's running the show? At the end of the day, this is your boy's show. And I'm going to share with you guys, you know, this side of me, how I feel, my art, etc. At the end of the day, I'm running the show, you know, doing my best. Some of you guys understand what you mean, right? Do you ever feel like you're dancing someone else's tune? Like it's not yours? And that's fine. You know, it's a valid feeling. You know, not dissing on anyone at all. But, you know, hold your breath, guess who's running the show. You can think of this however you want. Really, it could be the tune of many people, it could be one person, it could be another voice in your head. However you want to interpret it, it's up to you, man, is what I'm saying. And when this red runs black, I'll ask you, was I everything you imagined? So when everything dries up, when I'm not much of anything anymore, really, then I'll ask you, was I everything you imagined? Did I do good? Did I do a good job? Did I become what you wanted me to be? Maybe not. Maybe it didn't go how you wished, etc. This is kind of directed towards, I mean, even you guys, really. Like, was I everything you imagined? Did I hit the mark? Which is kind of it's a bit of a sad and kind of distressing line at the end of it all, because it's like you go through this feeling of, oh yeah, I'm the one running the show, and I'm dancing your tune, etc. And there's and being like a prisoner to your ambition. It's such a after all of that, when you say at the end, was I everything you imagined? I just imagine, myself being on my knees asking, so did I do a good job? It's kind of, there's like a powerless, desperate feeling to it that I think it really is well compounded in that line. So when my time's finally up, the sun's falling down, I'll turn to stone again. So basically, yes, when the time is up, when my time is up, when I'm no longer doing any of this, when I've gone back to reaping, etc., this human body will just cease to be. It will freeze, it will stop moving, and I will turn to stone again. I will become motionless again. But for now, I'm here. Let's not get too sad. I know it's kind of depressing. Are you not entertained? I think that's a question you have to ask yourself, not us. I mean, yeah, it is a pretty introspective line, I would say, at the end of the day. I ask you guys, was I everything you imagined? But it's kind of, I need to be asking myself, do I think I did a good job? Yeah, Callie, don't leave. I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. Not anytime soon. Not anytime. I'm not gonna leave you guys anytime soon. I'm doing great. I've become very well mentally fortified in what I'm doing here, and I'm having fun. So don't worry about it. Please don't worry. But it's just something that you gotta remember. Someday we gonna turn to stone, and all that we can do until that time is our best and hope that we lived up to quote unquote expectations. Now, whether that's something that's kind of yada, like bad tasting, etc., it can't be helped. It's just the truth, I mean, at the end, this is a pretty depressing song. I know that there's kind of like an upbeat and fast tone, but I think it's more desperate than upbeat, and is kind of very reflective of, like, I guess a mental state that is just kind of spiraling into desperation. That's how I kind of view it. Anyway, verse 2, every day is a fight to stay relevant. Well, this is pretty obviously, this line is very obvious. Every day is a fight to stay relevant. We always have to try and think of new ways to keep people interested in us, etc., and interested in our content and whatnot, and continue entertaining, yeah? I have faith. Tony Bombs! Thanks, you guys. Oh my god, you guys are being very sweet. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everything ends, but the sausage has too. I don't know what that means, but I like it. And it cannot last, so I'll relish it. So, this isn't gonna last forever. I'm trying my best to relish the feeling, the wonderful feeling of having so many incredible supporters, and for the most part, I've been able to do it. And our planet's vast, but this hole is a ditch. Do you ever feel like there are so many wonderful and beautiful possibilities in this big world, but something's holding you back? Something's restricting you? And you're kind of stuck where you are, I guess. This hole is a ditch. We went from a castle to a hole, I'm sorry. It's when you realize that it's kind of hard to get out of it when you're kind of stuck there. Yeah. Every day. You guys understand that feeling? Yeah, you feel like there are all these opportunities that you could grasp, and maybe other people that you want to meet, and reach out to, etc., and different like ideas you want to reach out to, but you can't get out of the hole. You literally can't. Yeah, take with that. You can. It's one of those lines I'm gonna let you guys discern your meaning from. You toss out the past and you can strike it rich. So basically, putting your old job behind you, etc. If you make it into said ditch, you toss out the past, you can strike it rich. Maybe it's just because rich rhymes with ditch. I don't know. Or maybe it's because actually though, if you leave it all behind, you can make yourself a very nice fortune if you toss out everything that you had and move along with a new story, And nobody asked, but the mask is an alright fit. So, I'm death, right? But clearly in this human body, I mean, I'm not my deathly, skeletal, terrifying form that you would have seen before. You know, this human body has become kind of my mask, I guess, and it's an alright fit. And the fiction is no disaster in spite of it. So basically, I guess, everything that I've kind of built around myself, I don't want to say that it's necessarily fiction, at least not really for me. Sometimes it feels like it. Sometimes it feels like it's all just a big fantasy story, I don't know. But in spite of it, I stay curious what comes after it. So I want to know what's gonna happen to death when I kind of, I guess, chill on what I'm doing now, you know? Am I gonna go back to reaping souls? I don't know. I'd like to not think about it, but I'm curious. I want to know. What am I gonna do? It's something that I think about every day, despite the fact that I want to do this for a long time. I can't help but think about it. The future. Don't we all kind of think about the future sometimes? It's so mysterious, and yet I exist. So this is kind of me saying, it's mysterious and I don't know, but I exist in this moment right now, so I'm gonna focus on the me that exists in this moment, yeah? Basically. And then the next line is a very sad line. Hold on, stay beautiful, stay young. There are blades to be swung yet. Once again, referring to the need to kind of stay beautiful and young, to be appealing to all, etc. There are blades to be swung yet. There are still many accomplishments to be had, and fun times to be had, more songs that are going to be sung together, more to do, really. There are still blades to be swung yet. I love that line. I'm glad you love it. Thank you. That's my fave line. Wow, a lot of people really like that line. Heck yeah. Rising soon, regard the moon reflected in the crimson sung tonight. So basically, I guess I kind of like to think of my music as like the color red. If I was to assign a color to my music, I would assign it with red. I would assign it with red. You chose your name well, Mori. Oh, Joe's. What you mean? I've always been Calliope. But you're not wrong. Hey, did anyone ever think that maybe the I don't know, maybe the muse got a name from me? It's not true. But if you translate it into English language, it is Calliope. Calliope being, also, I share the name. I share the name with the Greek muse of poetry. Epic poetry, just want to say. Epic poetry. It's an important distinction. Anyway, let's see. So rising soon, regard the moon reflected in the crimson sung tonight. So as I mentioned, so this is an interesting line, okay? And it's very thought out. I need to explain it though, and you can't get it without me explaining, so don't worry. I talked about the moon being referenced in the Grim Reaper as a live streamer being kind of I guess my interpretation for the fact that I can be both entertainer and artist. The moon doesn't have a front and back. I can be, I guess, VTuber and Grim Reaper as a whole with no front or back. It can be, you know, what I am, I guess. So rising soon, regard the moon reflected in the crimson sung tonight. So reflected in my songs, you can see that. Reflected in my songs, you can see the proof of that there is no front and back. It's very deep and you gotta think hard about it, so don't worry, you didn't get it and it's okay. Trust me. It's connecting the songs. The moon has a back though. So, yes, but it's a circle. It's a sphere. Yeah. But the moon can't decide what we see. Ah, you're making it even deeper. Gosh. I'm taking you on an odyssey. Callie is a flat circle god. Hey! Hold on. Callie is a ball confirmed. Hey! You deadbeats are joking around. You're joking. You're telling jokes. Wrong is flat. All right, we're gonna move right along then. Red tomorrow, red today. Dread sorrow can't turn away. Turn away. We just repeat this line. Can't turn back time. I'll always be a prisoner to my ambition as petals fly. I'll dance your tune, but hold your breath. Guess who's owning the throne? So this changes just a little bit, but basically the sentiment is the same. You know, I'll dance your tune, but who is the one that is sitting on, I guess, the throne here? Now I interesting fact is that I actually don't really... sometimes people use the word like queen, etc. to refer to me. It's not that I don't like it. I get a little uncomfortable sometimes just because it's not you guys' fault. It's no one's fault when they're being very kind and using that word to address me. It's my own fault for being so down on myself. And so recently I don't feel uncomfortable with it, I would say. It's just kind of something like, oh, okay. I mean, I guess you can use that to address me, but I've never really seen it that way is the thing. However, in this lyric, there's kind of a desperation and almost, I guess, anger and frustration that mounts into me actually kind of being a little proud, I guess, you know? Like, sometimes you're like, oh yeah, I suck, I'm the worst, and someone's like, yeah, you do fucking suck, and you're like, hey, wait a minute! It's almost comedic. Almost. But yeah. I mean, with me, the main time that I kind of swerve and I'm like, hey, wait a minute, is when people insult my friends and people that I care about or people that I work with. Like, I'll be like, oh yeah, I need to work harder and fix my shit and hone my craft better all day long and agree with everything that you say and critique me in that regard. But then someone critiques someone that, like, I work with, like, and I don't mean critique, I mean like in a really shitty way to say it, and I'll be like, hey, whoa, hold on, swerve, hold the fuck up. Step back 2 steps, 3 steps, 4 steps even. What the fuck did you just say? I get defensive of friends. It's like that. Da 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 da. But yeah. Swerve. That's how it be. I can take constructive criticism about me. The only time that I get kind of like, hey, is when people talk about my friends. And people that I work with in just like a nasty way, you know? Nasty stuff towards me is whatever, but others, no. Your boy gets a little heated. But anyway, back to what I was saying about the line. It's almost like this desperation and frustration of not feeling like I'm in any kind of control has gotten me to be almost prideful in a way of me saying, hey, look, I'm on the throne, you know? Which happens sometimes when you get in a desperate situation where you feel like you're out of control and you want to say, hey, wait a minute, hold on. You know, who's doing this right here, all putting in this work, etc. And that kind of thing. So it's like that. Just like my friend's rage. Some of you guys can really understand that, huh? And you can relate. You drop this king. Oh my gosh. You are king. Konnichiwa. 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 900. Amelia still has Callie's throne. Yeah. But basically, that's what that line means. So come alive now. Once again, so I can chase you down. This is kind of, I guess, I wanted to do some kind of like imagery, I guess. Especially I thought of, for example, like Kusatori. Or any of my deadbeats. You guys are dead, but I want you to come alive now once again so I can chase you down. I'll keep chasing you for those souls, man, until the very end. We are 5 minutes away from the end's come. Don't worry, it's not like it's 5 minutes until I'm done with all this. It's not like that, but it's the reason I wanted to include minutes is because it sort of brings this feeling of time being a factor, right? When you hear that you only have something like 5 minutes or 5 seconds to save the world, then you get this kind of feeling of desperation. 5 minutes away from the end that's come. It could be like this. Snap your fingers and it's almost done. You know, there's that desperate feeling. Continue slashing forward I must, or else just fade away. So I keep, working my ass off, giving it my all, slashing and slaying as much as I possibly can, or else I just become irrelevant. It's the truth. Is that some like... Yeah. Not sure which direction I'd run. Next we've got, let's see. Verse 3, there's a drive to strive inside all of us, a never-ending Ouroboros. So if you guys don't know what an Ouroboros... Thank you, Claire. Oh my god. If you guys don't know what an Ouroboros is, let me explain to you. It's basically a snake, serpent, that's eating its own tail. If you look it up on the internet, you'll probably get some imagery of it, but it's basically a snake that eats its own tail. Which is how I view... especially this kind of work, this kind of job, I guess. Eating my own tail, it never ends. it never really actually ends. That line was nuts. A lot of people were saying, I can't believe that she rhymed all of us with Ouroboros. There's a drive inside all of us, a never-ending Ouroboros. Yeah. I don't know. I just kind of thought of that. The drive to strive inside all of us, and then I thought, what kind of makes sense in rhymes? But first I thought about the fact that Ouroboros rhymes, and then I thought, oh shit, it actually makes sense. That is how I feel, like a snake eating my own tail all the time. You know? You do something, and then that result becomes the reason for the action that triggers the same result. So I work hard, I get results and success, etc., which in turn drives me to continue to do it, to get more results, etc. It's a never-ending cycle. It doesn't end. Sinking way deep down, and it's all because I kept thinking that reaping is all there was and is now. So basically keeping that one-track mind, I guess, thinking that taking souls, etc., is all that there is. Back in the day, I thought that when it was just me and my scythe. Now I think that when it's just me and my lyrics and my deadbeats listening. And I gotta find a way out, escape how. So when I say this, I don't necessarily mean an escape from the job itself. I mean an escape from the Ouroboros, from the mentality that I have to keep pushing myself over and over again and hurting myself at the same time, etc. It's like that. I need to escape from it. How do you escape from the Ouroboros? How? Do you eventually does this snake just eventually eat itself and then die? How do you do it? There's a way. We gotta find it. Gotta find a way out to escape how. Fate has a funny way of shaking the weak down, so basically karma. If I become weak, then fate is going to get the best of me, and I'm going to be shaken down and lose. Stop chewing. Let go of your tail. Just stop eating yourself. These are all very good ideas. Deadbeats, you're very smart. Find a second snake. Oh man, why didn't I just ask you guys in the first place? We won't be able to do that for you, and that is a true fact. Exactly. I gotta figure it out myself. But I'm glad I asked Chad. I'm glad you gave me some very insightful answers. Let's see. Am I gonna peak now? Future looking bleak, wow, somehow incomplete after all. So thinking to myself, am I going to peak and plateau? Is this the highest up that I get? And then it's all over, and then I'm done? Like, does nothing come afterward? Future is looking bleak for that reason, and somehow incomplete after all, so something is missing. Realizing that I've gotten this far, done this well, and then, you know, somehow there was something missing the entire time. And I think I know what the something is. It's the ability to let myself let go and have fun and be kind to myself. Perhaps that's what it is, and it's made me kind of incomplete. Or maybe it's deeper than that. Maybe there's something else that's missing. But yeah, it's a kind of very depressing realization. Can't turn back time. I'll always be a prisoner to my ambition. As petals fly, I'll dance your tune. Don't hold your breath for me. Don't hold your breath for me. Don't count on me to be here forever dancing that tune for you, you know? The desperation has grown beyond just the kind of subtle jab like, hey, guess who's running the show? Then the more desperate, guess who's owning the throne? And then now just kind of giving up and saying, look, don't hold your breath for me. You know, if things go a certain way, maybe this won't be forever. Maybe I'll give it up, or I'll be broken down. Things will go stale. I'll start disliking what I do. It's basically the ultimatum of sadness, worst case scenario. And when this red runs black, I'll ask you, was that everything you imagined? When my time's finally up, the sun's falling down, I'll turn to stone again. We talked about that. And so basically the line repeats again, so come alive now once again so I can chase you down. Now it's seconds, it's not minutes, because there are more than 5 seconds away from the end of the song, but about 5 seconds until the build up to fade away, which is basically the end that's come, is me fading away, if you want to time that. So come alive now, here we'll find out, once again so I can chase you down. We are 5 seconds away from the end that's come. From here on out, it's only just me and this bloodlust. I'd rather just fade away. So I think that the 5 seconds triggers it about me and this bloodlust, which I think is kind of fitting, honestly. That's the end, right? Me and this bloodlust. That's the end of it all. From here on out, it's only just me and this bloodlust. From here on out, it's only me and my crazy ambitiousness. And it's kind of the build up of, again, worst case scenario, me being that prisoner to my ambition, and I guess my lust for success, to do better and better, to keep improving upon myself, and it gets very intense until that's all that there is. There's nothing left. There aren't even any deadbeats left. There's no one left anymore. It just me and I guess the bloodlust of being successful, and it's a sad ending. I'd rather just fade away. Instead of it ending that way, burning myself out, and becoming so obsessed. About 8 seconds close enough, yeah, exactly. Instead of becoming obsessed, obsessive and lonely and just by myself, being obsessed with this ambition to be top of the top, I'd rather just fade away. It's like that moment of giving up and saying, forget it, I'd rather just become irrelevant slowly and let it all go, you know? Even if it means slowing down, doing a lot less, I'd rather just slowly fade away. I'd rather just kind of not, you know? I don't want to go out with, I guess, that kind of destructive and explosive end to myself, so. Your songs are addictive, thank you. This is all dystopian. I mean, it kind of sounds like it, but yeah. Yeah, just live a little, exactly. What kind of flowers are you wrapped in for the MV? Oh, shoot, I forgot to ask Ray. I need to ask. I'll ask her later. Stop eating your tail, exactly. Sometimes we need to chill. Yeah. The small thing I love about the song is how it doesn't linger and almost ends abruptly at the end, fitting for the theme. I think so too. It's got that feeling of kind of like crashing to a stop, you know? And then the little piano riff at the end is just, oh man, it gets me. It tickles my soul. It's about enjoying the moment, exactly. So yeah, this is a really intense song, with a lot of my heart went into it, a lot of my true feelings, a lot of the desperation side. Again, I'm gonna ask you to not worry too much about your boy because I've got it under control. The reason that I say don't worry is because I'm able to make songs like these that encapsulate how I feel. If I wasn't able to, then I'd be done for, and I probably wouldn't be doing this anymore. But I can, thankfully, and I'm very thankful for that I was able to put out this kind of song. And for that reason, I feel a lot better about it. I've come to terms with it, and now I can start thinking about how to solve it. Music helps me solve a lot of my inner problems and emotional shit. Yeah, the truth is edgy. Didn't you know? The truth is edgy. So, yeah. Tell us about the tarot cards. You got it. All right, so basically, and then after that, I'm gonna go wash my hands. So the tarot cards, let me go ahead and pull them up. I actually think I have them. Let me pull them up in front of you right now. I know that you guys are interested. So many more people were interested in them than I thought, which I think that's very interesting. And I'm glad that you like them that much. Let me see. Where are the, okay, tarot, all preview. Here we go. Okay. It's gonna be big. Okay, that's really large. Make small. So let's see. So basically, I've seen a lot of different representations or ideas about the cards, and I think that's fine if you've got your own interpretation, because at the end of the day, this is basically just what I think the girls are to me, you know? It's how I see them. If you see them different, that's fine. But I think that Ray did an excellent job kind of categorizing them based on my personal feelings. So let's start with, I think, the easiest to go with is the sun. Kiara is sunny, bright, and a happy, cheerful being that is just basically, in my opinion, one of the big, I guess, sunshines of hololive English. She's so outgoing and friendly, and it's interesting because actually from the very first day that we kind of, I guess, met up to start like doing, to celebrate starting to do activities, it was before debut or anything, it was actually remarked upon that we seriously looked like night and day. And it's true, Kiara is this bubbly, sunny being of light and friendliness. And then there's me. Which isn't a diss at myself. I'm kind of edgy. I don't know. And sometimes maybe standoffish. Especially in person, I'm like rather quiet. I guess. I still like speak when spoken to, and I can hold conversations fine. But aside from being, I guess, the person that gives like a snide, cynical, dark humor remark every once in a while, that's kind of the role that I serve in conversation. But Kiara is just so happy and cheerful. I can't help but smile a little bit around her, you know? The edgy. I don't want to be edgy. It's just how I am. I'm tired all the time. You know, dark circles under my eyes. Let me see if I can actually look up the tarot card meanings, because I went to a site and I looked up the tarot card meanings before. So let's see. But yeah, basically, Kiara and I were like, you know, night and day, pretty much. So if Kiara's the sun, maybe you'd say I'm the moon, but I think actually Ray had a different idea. We'll get to that later. But sun, we see that the sun's meaning upright is joy, success, celebration, positivity. So yeah, I would say Kiara's always been really positive, even on like days when I've felt down, etc. You know, Kusatori has been, you know, there to cheer me up, etc. So to me, I would say that Kusatori's the sun. Next, I'd say the next, I guess, easiest one to describe is probably Gura, who's the fool. So let's look for the fool. Let's see. So basically, the fool, upright, innocence, new beginnings, free spirit. The reason that I wanted the fool for Gura is mainly the free spirit one. I know a lot of people say, I was making fun of Gura because she's not very smart. It's not true. I've remarked on this before, but I actually think that Gura's really smart. I mean, it depends on like the smartness that you're talking about. For me, for example, I can't do math. I'm terrible at math, and I'm bad at setting things up, you know? But I have other areas where I'm smart in terms of perhaps maybe wordplay and lyric writing, etc. I think that Gura is smarter than everyone thinks. I mean, if anyone thinks that Gura isn't smart, you're being silly. Maybe you're the not very smart one. Am I just being defensive of my friends again? What I'm trying to say is maybe look a little deeper. I think, in fact, I think Gura is maybe one of the smartest. But the reason that I chose Fool is because of new beginnings and free spirit. And I guess innocence as well, you know? Now I know some of you are probably gonna laugh and be like, Gura's not that say-so, but it's true. There is some kind of, I guess, innocence to Gura that I'm kind of like, wow. Kind of wish I had that. It's hard to describe. It's just, it's a part of her charm. But yeah, Gura is probably one of the most free spirits that I've ever met. So I think that the Fool is perfect for Gura. Now here's where we're gonna get into some debate, because let me tell you, first and foremost, when I first requested to Ray to make the tarot cards, I said that I wanted Watson to be the Wheel of Fortune and Ina to be the Priestess, right? But Ray actually, I think at first I thought, okay, well maybe Ray got like a different idea of like design, I guess, design better suited to each one. I mean, I gotta admit, Ina does look really dope with the tentacles all around that wheel. So that's kind of what I thought. But then I actually went and I looked at the meanings. So let's go ahead and look at the Wheel of Fortune first. So let's see. The Wheel of Fortune, changes, cycles, inevitable fate. So I think fate, especially like inevitable fate, is something that kind of reminds me of the ancient ones. So I think that's kind of dope, personally, for Ina. And I mean, I can kind of see how it would work with Watson, but I think it's a good fit for Takogad. Yeah. Inevitable fate. And Ina looks so cute on that wheel too. And I think a lot of people also maybe like associate it with luck, because though it doesn't say luck for upright here, the reverse says bad luck. Now, some people noticed that I actually had Ina's card reversed. In the MV, I want to let you know that that was a mistake. However, it ended up working out decently well because I do know of Ina's gacha edition. So you gotta be careful. Yeah, it works out fine. It does say fortune in the name. It's true. It's true. It's in the name, but it's not quite in the list of meanings, I guess. Either way, I guess luckiness, you know? I know of the gotcha. All of your theories. Reverse represents Ian's technical issues. There you go. But none of those are on Ina. I think Ina actually doesn't have a ton of technical issues, so... But you threw away my theories! You can have whatever theories you want. I want people to have fun. I'm just explaining what I was thinking about personally. But yeah, gotcha taco. I think it fits very well for Ina, personally. And makes a beautiful design. And let's see, who'd we got? Last is the priestess. Why is that not here? Did I go to like a different site or? What the fuck? I'm gonna find it. Oh, High Priestess, of course. Okay, so basically, here, let's see what we have here. Hold on. Where is it? Where is it? Someone gave a really good like explanation of it where I thought, oh man, that is definitely Watson. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Okay, so intuition, sacred knowledge. No! I want to take a quiz! Sacred knowledge, divine feminine, the subconscious mind. But see, that also could work. That could work for Ina too. That's rough, you know, because Ina's got that sacred knowledge also. But I saw that intelligence was also included in High Priestess, and Watson's very freaking smart. So it's a rough one, Deadbeats. It's a rough one. Personally, I think it could go either way, but I think the design looks really good as Priestess for Watson. Papa Bads, yeah. Because it's vague. I mean, it definitely is smart. Somebody gave like a list of qualities that I was like, oh man, that really is Watson. I think that intelligence was the main one though. Yeah. But here's the deal. I don't know a lot about like tarot cards aside from like Persona. Which is, I know it sounds very freaking lame saying it like that, but it's the truth. And now I've become interested. Now my interest has peaked because so many people are interested in them. And I think that's really cool. So I'm probably going to do a little more research into them, but a lot of people really took to those, and I'm glad to hear you thought so. But I guess main point is I'm kind of going to go ahead and agree with what Ray designed. I think it looks awesome. I think it's kind of an interesting trump card, shall we say. Sorry, I had to. Ina is technically present. That Ina and Watson's arcana are kind of switched, like what you would automatically think for either one. However you guys want to view it, it's up to you. I'm not going to restrict your fun. Maybe they are different things to you, but this is what the girls are to me. And as for my own card, which is basically the full illustration from the EP. Let me see if I can grab it real quick. It was designed to kind of look like, it was actually designed to be very tarot card-like. Let's see if I can find it in here. Is this it? Maybe this is it. No, this is, I showed this before. That was a draft. Showed it in a member's stream. Let me see. There was a lot of debate going on about this, and there was what I thought personally, my arcana was death. I mean, isn't that obvious? But the more that I think about it, you know, Ray has kind of thrown some curveballs our way. For example, Ina and Watson being kind of what you would think for them being switched, right? Well, what if this is also a curveball? Mine. Because what if death, the death arcana, doesn't belong to me, but to my sensei? Wouldn't it be kind of arrogant of me to go ahead and claim the death card when a death sensei is already in possession of that? You gotta think about it. You gotta think about it, is all I'm saying. Here we go. So maybe that is a really big file. Yeah. Some people are saying tower as well. I think, but Ray made a tweet saying, No, Ray did not make a tweet saying Ray made a tweet saying, for those of you that want to know Callie's arcana look really hard at the main art, well, let's go ahead and look at it. We got a skull, which, you know, could beat for death, of course. But if you look hard enough, it would appear that I'm sitting on a throne. On a throne of some sort, right? So wouldn't it be something like Empress, maybe? I mean, I still think death would be dope, but I don't know. What does the internet say? Oh, of course, the first thing that comes up is the Megami Tensei wiki. Maybe let's just go back to the tarot cards. Let's see. No, I don't want to learn how to read them. Emperor Alright. Whatever, man. Let's see what we had here. So for death, the upright is end of cycles, beginnings, change, metamorphosis. That's good. I like that. Reversed, it's fear of change, holding on, stagnation, and decay. Well, decay is not so bad. Let's see. Empress meaning? なるほどね. I don't know if that's very accurate. Let me check on here. It says something about, on that side it said something about, like, I guess motherhood. I know that some of you are gonna be like, oh, it's perfect. I don't know. Beauty, nature, abundance. なるほど, but reversed creative block and dependence on others. Now I kind of get that. Why am I not upside down? But basically, it's up to you. How about death? This is so interesting. I really want to do more, like, looking into this. Ends, changing, transformation, and transition. I like that for death. And a lot of people were saying Tower, which is sudden change. Upheaval, chaos, revelation, and awakening. Now that sounds good too. Reverse, personal transformation, fear of change, averting disaster. So there are a bunch of different ones that you could choose for your boy, I guess. At the end of the day, it's up to you, really. Oh yeah, sorry. Up to you guys to make that choice. I think that there are various other arcana that could relate to the other girls, but at the end of the day, have fun. That's as important, right? Have fun. Basically. Yeah. I know you guys are really interested in that. So, yeah. Tower is a bad card. Is it? I don't think there's anything wrong with sudden changes if you can handle them properly. What even is a bad card? Oh, Callie, you're adorable. No! Thanks. Maybe Death Sensei is the Hierophant. Isn't the Hierophant like the mentor figure, at least in the Persona games? I gotta stop thinking about the Persona games. That's what I'm doing. I gotta stop it. Knock it off. Anyway, I'm gonna go wash my hands, and then we're gonna talk about a song that isn't, that isn't quite... it's not that deep. Is what I'm gonna say. I'll be right back. See you in a moment. No, you heard the beeps! That's not the version I want. Maybe I'll just play the actual song. Here, for now you get 2 again. I'm gonna go find it after I wash my hands. God fucking damn. Be right back, hold on. What are you doing? Scatter. Yeah, that's right. Scatter, you better run. Get out of here. Get out of here. Welcome back, Callie. Hi, I'm back. Have you guys been having fun? Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. The 10th can't come fast enough. Make the sound less. There we go. Start of a song. Play it in this playlist. Anyway. Give it up, give it up. We're gonna talk about Ga! We just came back from talking about a song that's really not all, that's really quite deep. Now we're gonna talk about a song that's not all that deep, but man, I still tried my best to make it a song. Take a sip, Deadbeats. This is gonna be, a ride. Here we go. Give it up, give it up. Deadbeats, we like it rough. Gah. If you guys listen very closely, you can actually hear that my ga is sampled. We'll hear it in the chorus. We'll pause for a minute so that you can hear it, you can savor it. Actually, all of the songs sample my own voice in one place or another. You gotta listen really closely for some, but yeah, it's kind of awesome if you listen real close to the instrumental. Anyway, ga. So basically, this is a song about, it's a jab at myself. It's a song about self-hate and how self-hate is dumb. Why is it dumb? I guess we're gonna find out. Now listen, here we go. Did you hear that ga? Here, turn it up real loud. Blast your eardrums with it. Hold on. You guys hear that ga? Yeah, yeah, man. Sample my own voice is not just saying. It's made to sound more like an instrument. Listen, this song's so good. A lot of people really like this song, which makes me happy because I thought it was going to be that one song on the album that's kind of like, but people think it bangs, and I'm glad. I'm glad you think so. It was definitely a fun one just to sing and make. It's the fun song. And I say it's high noon. Sheriff Callie is here. In fact, let me go ahead and grab my hat. Where'd it go? It's gotta be on the floor somewhere. Hold on. I'll find it. Did I put it on my desk? Where's my hat? My cowboy hat. I know it's here somewhere. I want my hat. There it is. My brand new one from Claro. It's very big. Let me pull it closer to me so it's not as big. Da-na-na. Here I am, the sheriff. Hang 'em high. Hang 'em high, Deadbeats. Hang 'em high. The sheriff is here. Anyway. This is definitely the biggest slap on the EP. It's, there are a lot of layers of irony to the song. There's self-hatred, and then there's self-hatred is stupid, and it's an Ouroboros. It's something else, I tell you what, so let's get into it. It's high noon. Basically, I'm just a cowboy. So a yeet skirt to the yacht steez. This is just me playing around, being a dummy. There's some music that sounds like this though these days. No offense to people who make music that sounds like this. You're great too. You're valid and whatnot. It's just I'm borrowing it. I'm borrowing it for this song. Let's go with that. Borrowing it. Let's see. A little more wind, you could shoot the breeze. The routines got me reminiscing back to the start line. Madness indeed. I believed I was part-time, so let's unpack this. Shoot the breeze. I think you guys know what shoot the breeze means. It means to have a chat. I'm gonna let you guys interpret this how you like. Big ups too. Big ups too. There are no ups to be given. The routines got me reminiscing back to the start line. Madness indeed, I believed I was part-time. Here we go. We're going back to some stuff in the past. I can't believe I thought I was part-time. Why did I think I could do that? Dummy! Sometimes it's fun to write a song making fun of yourself. I don't know what it is about writing a song that makes fun of yourself and pointing out stupid shit about you. Let's see. Sick to my stomach, click, click, bit of mischief, miss it, fuck this shit, then I bitch quit, stop. This is basically just me going off and describing the events that lead up to rage quitting because you can't take the hate. It's fine if you can't take it. I think the best course of action is to just not care. But that's easier said than done sometimes. It's fine. Stop, forget that, be an entertainer. You can't let it get to you. So how do you deal with the people that don't really like you so much and don't think you're all that fly? How do you deal with it? This is basically what this song is kind of about, aside from being also very jokey. So, you know, stop, forget that, be an entertainer. You can't let it get to you. Just be an entertainer. Be entertaining, be funny. Like it's so easy to do, right? Reaper with killer wits, they cannot restrain her. They can't hold me back. I'm saying what I want. I'm gonna do it. Gets a little goman here. Goman meaning egotistical. But why not? In this jokey song. I could be a plain girl, would you like that? Nah, I think I'll take you to the forest with a spike bat. Beat you and skin you and make me a nice hat. Oh man. Oh man, Callie, what's happening? Callie, are you okay? I ask myself. This is me raging. How one might rage after an episode like that. Yes, please. No, dead. Those of you saying yes, please stop. You stop right now. You should not want me to do that. Not yet, at least. Maybe next time. Maybe in like I don't know. Maybe a good 80 plus years, 70 plus years. I don't know. It depends. It depends for many of you. Let's see. Just a little wiped, that's all. I'm tired, but it's every day now. It happens every day, right? Gotta deal with this stuff. I'm sensing a senso and can't express how. A senso is a war. Wars are happening every day on the internet. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? I sure can. Eat a light snack and remain loud. This is referring to things that I do sometimes. Like eat into the mic. Talk a little loud sometimes. Sometimes I laugh at myself too much. Just me being nitpicky at myself, I guess. All the way down. It's a spiral downward. Who's the one? The loaded gun is always pointed downward. Shooting myself again, the sweetest sound they ever heard. This is referring to my self-depreciation. Enough playing around. This is referring to my own self-depreciation. And people seem to F-word with it. Especially in the beginning, people were like, I don't know, they didn't seem to hate it. I know that people say, oh, Callie, be nice to yourself, etc., be good to yourself, etc. But I've also seen people say that I've seen divided camps, deadbeats. People who think the self-depreciation is fucking annoying, stop it, grow some pride, you dummy. And then others that think it's cute and like it. There's a divided camp here. So some people think it's the sweetest sound they ever heard. They enjoy it. Now let's play a game, shall we go a bit deeper? Who is the best at the roasting the Reaper? Who do you think the answer is, deadbeats? It's me. I am. Because at the end of the day, deadbeats, people can analyze, people can psychoanalyze. Although you, see, yeah, you guys got it, you got it. People can psychoanalyze and do all that kind of stuff, mind tricks and whatnot. But you're safe inside your own head for the most part, I would say. And some people, this isn't true for everyone. A lot of people know themselves and their weaknesses better than anyone else. Actually, no, just kidding. That is everyone. Maybe sometimes you might run from it, but the truth is, you know what hurts you most. And that being said, I'm able to be, my biggest opponent. How I choose to use that knowledge to either kick my ass into gear or get myself to maybe change something that I don't like about me. At the end of the day, I am my biggest opponent, and I'm the one that actually can make a change in myself, did you know? I'm the one that can change my own behavior. By my own self-critique. Deadbeats, we like it rough. I think it's actually give it up in that line. And then it's deadbeats, we like it rough the next time. Haven't we learned anything? Haven't we? Haven't you seen what I've been doing this whole time? Self-depreciating myself. Be a force of nature, little agitators. I'll show you how it's done for fun a little later. Vomit your comments, my range is greater. G to the UH saying give up. H at symbol T3RS. I don't know how you guys think it's pronounced, but that's basically what it was. Yeah. Initially, I wanted to beep out the word. You know? Initially, I wanted to beep it out. You want to know why? Because the word itself, haters, I'm gonna go out and say it, deadbeats. It's F-word and cringy. It's the truth! It is! But I couldn't miss the opportunity. I couldn't miss the opportunity. G-U-H. What else would it stand for? A friend of mine said gangster underground hype. Which is cute. This is a person that doesn't speak English, and I thought it was a very lovely idea. But I thought, nah, let's go with this. Let's go with this flaming cringy acronym. So vomit your comments. My range is greater. You can say a bunch of rough shit to your boy. I guarantee you that I can come up with something better. I won't give you an example, but there have been times, deadbeats, where someone has done a roast or play a little joke on your boy, and I just think to myself, you amateur, here's what you could have done instead. But I think everyone can kind of relate in some way to that. I'm sure that you can. And there's nothing wrong with, they're just having a little fun. Let them have fun. They're having a good time. The only people that I worry about are you guys. I hate you guys having to see that kind of thing and feel like you need to run to my defense, etc. Just know that your boy is good, okay? I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm only worried about how it affects you guys, personally. It's whatever. But that's also because I've become my biggest hater, which isn't really a great thing. It's not a good thing, deadbeats. This isn't me being prideful, saying, haha, look at me, I hate myself the most, haha, you dummies. Because at the end of the day, there is this kind of feeling of, wow, what a sad person this is. when you really read into the song, there's layers of irony. The song is a self-roast about me self-roasting myself. Oh god, my head fucking hurts. Ah, my head hurts! Can we not? Ah, it's a paradox. I self-roasted myself about the self-roasting. Oh, I don't want it anymore! I don't want it! Giddy up. Yeah, that's what it actually is. I take back everything that I said about the acronym. It's actually Giddy Up Horsey. We are 4 layers deep now. Yeah. Stop roasting yourself. Okay. But you know it'll happen again. It's easier said than done, my dog. Anyway, I like the idea of give it up horsey from now on. There's a lot of thoughts I can't say outright. Self-explanatory. I've got my chords, you've got your keyboard, both has got all night. I can sing, you can type. Let's go. I'm down. Try again, wishing you well, you'll never roast me better than I roast myself. That is the truth. As I've just explained the meaning of the songs the song is about. Hang 'em high, cause you won't take my life, cause I ain't got none. You can try and take my dignity. I have pretty much lost all of it. Lowest of the low. Don't think very highly of myself. Callie sucks? Yep, I know. But at the same time, how shall I say? It's not a good thing. Now, you guys know a lot has actually changed about me since the beginning. Maybe not to a huge degree, but I have actually learned how to be a little more confident in myself. I give myself a break more often sometimes, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. However, there is a balance. There is a balance between, okay, don't, like, take shit from anyone, or, like, don't let it affect you, I guess, but also don't hate on yourself. There's, like, a balance, you know? There's a healthy balance there. Just because you ignore the people that go out of their way to tell you that they don't like you very much, it doesn't mean that the way that you do that, the way that you combat them is by putting yourself down. You feel me? Yeah. So a lot of those feelings are kind of really exaggerated and blown out of proportion in this song for the sake of like a kind of little ironic, silly song, I guess, in a sense. It's basically the flavor that your boy was going for here. I ain't got none, so sorry, I'm hardly just getting started. There's more to come. But is there? Is there, though? I don't think there is. I think I've kind of learned a little bit. I'm getting closer to the balance every day, Deadbeats. I hope that you guys are able to as well. For those of you that have found it, I'm proud of you. And let's see. But why have you misplaced your life? I'll help you find it. So this is basically like, hey, look, if you get some meaning in your life by shitting all over me and being mean to me, I want you to do it. Does that make any sense? If it gives you meaning to your life and just gives you any meaning at all, because maybe you don't have a meaning in your life. Well, here you go. Have a ball, you know? Have a great time. I'll help you find it. Just follow my shadow. Guess what? I'm on your side. That's how it be. If that's your life, man, who am I to take it away from you? Let's see. Next, the self-depreciation. The self-deprecation. It's a bit overdone. This is what I've heard. Critique that I've heard. A good critique that I've heard. Give herself a point of credit. She could go for one. Okay, sure. Got it. I'm gonna be more confident. I'm gonna give myself a point of credit. I heard your words, Deadbeats. I heard you loud and clear. Here we go. I'm taking that advice that you gave me and I'm writing a song. I'm writing a song, Deadbeats. What song is that? Some of you might know it. Some of you could guess. Understood. Have a song where I imply I'm deserving. Okay, so I wrote a song where I imply that I have any level of confidence, any level of deservingness for what I've done. This is what you wanted, right? You wanted me to be a little more confident. Oh, but now hold on and wait a minute. Now the big-headed bad guy, Callie, got him swerving. Oh man, I guess I missed the mark. I guess I missed it. I must have overshot it. It's fine, we'll get him next time, Deadbeats. It's the bread wrap! You got me! It's the bread wrap. Yeah. I guess we missed the mark, Deadbeats. Oh well, guess we'll get him next time. I really ought to try to be a little less offensive. This is me realizing we've missed the mark, we've gone too much. So let's try and be a little less offensive and hit the perfect mark. There's a perfect spot. Okay? It's basically, let's see. Say so. Not offensive to anyone. Give myself a bit of credit, but not too much. But just enough that it's not selfish, but not too much. Just a little bit. You gotta be careful though, or else you'll swerve, right? Yeah. And so here we go once again. Not to brag, though my vocab is quite extensive, the structure's a mess, not unlike my flow. So I start to compliment myself and then I immediately fall back. I'm okay, yeah, I got a lot of vocabulary, but wow, the structure of my rap friggin' sucks and my flow also sucks on quite a few occasions. Just kidding. I got the message, I best stick to what I know. So no matter what I do to try to bring myself up, I end up pulling myself down again. Yup. I don't care what they say. Self-hate is an art. If you want to compete with me, then get smart. Use your brain. My dog plays games better. Pee pee poo. Geez, look at the size of the brain on you. This is my favorite line. That was the mixer's favorite line too. Yeah, that was the mixer's favorite line too. He liked it, but he didn't know what it meant, so I told him what it meant. and then he really liked it. So I guess it just kind of sounds funny, pee pee poo. And so then I taught the mixer a childish insult in English. That was fun. Wow. It's a very large brain insult. Would you care to think of something else? Coming through, these burns are the best in the biz. I'll pretend that my aunties are all just little kids. That's what you do, right? When someone says they don't like you on the internet, you just pretend that they're children. I said that there are layers to this, right? I'm roasting myself for the way that I roast the people who roast me. Kill me. Please, kill me, please. It goes deeper. Aren't they though? But are they? Are they though? Not everyone who's hating on you is a 10-year-old. It's a tough reality, but it's the truth. You can only call someone a child for so long before you start to realize that there are some adults on the internet who don't like you very much and go out of their way to let you know. It goes deep. Some are 11. Ah, yes. And dare I say 12. But yeah. Let's see, were you observing what I just did? Reverse self-serving, surprise, here's a pop quiz. It's basically me explaining what I did. There are multiple layers to this. I have once again arrested myself. One more time. Who's the one who smacks herself for fun, without a lick of hesitance? Damn, my content's only decent club and I'm the president. Along with comments with not so nice things, there are also those who say, wow, incredibly mediocre, how did this happen? And to you, I say I agree. If there's anyone on the planet who thinks that I could do better, it is myself. Don't think that, you can't think that possibly that you are the president of that club. It would be me. Best line of the song. You can be a child at any age. Not even wrong, Blizzard, not even wrong. What song is this now? It's called Guh. Yeah, but they're only wasting their time on some empty words. That's true, but it also doesn't mean that they're children. So. You're right though. Well, maybe not in the physical sense. How about that? Maybe not in the physical sense. You guys are right. Yeah, damn, my content's only decent club and I'm the president. I mean, yeah, it's fine. You don't have to like it. It's just if you think perhaps not enjoying what I do makes you a badass, I have some bad news for you. It kind of doesn't matter. At all. Big shout out to the people that don't like my content, in fact maybe really don't like my content and don't say anything and just go away and have a life. Those are the strongest ones, let's be real. It's odd that the strongest and truest dislikers? Dislikers? What is that fucking cringy word? Are the ones that are also the most quote-unquote respectful. The real chats. The real chats. Real heroes don't wear capes. The ones who just F-word off and go away and find someone that they like. The strongest H@T3RS are also in some kind of way the ones that I like the most. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that nutso? The real chats. You said the cringy word. H@T3RS. They cracked the code. A dislikers is the new. Give up, dislikers. Yes, actual adults. So that's what I'm referring to there, I guess. Let's play a game. Shall we go a bit deeper? Who's the best at the roasting the Reaper? Deadbeats. We like it rough. Haven't we learned anything? Repeat of the hook. And that's the song. It's full of layers of irony and paradoxes, and it's basically just a big joke, and it's not that deep. But it was fun. It was fun to just be kind of silly and write about freaking whatever. And some people really liked it, and that I wasn't sure if they would. But I guess they did. Thank you. Thank you for enjoying it. To anyone who this is their favorite song, thank you. Deep as a puddle, yeah. I mean, it's a catchy joke. I feel like one joke song per album is in order. It's a joke, but it can be catchy, and feel free to vibe to it just because it's on the sillier side. Doesn't mean that if you think it's a vibe, you can't vibe to it. Have fun. That's what's important, have fun. Not every song that you vibe to needs to be serious and edgy and dark, you feel me? It do be like that. My favorite song. The Bully is next, indeed. Also, why did I call it Guh, I wonder? I couldn't think, I didn't want to call it anything else. That Guh sample is too freaking good, man. You know? How could I not? Alright, next up, let's see, we got Ijimeko Bully. is you. So Teniwo-san actually wrote a lot of lyrics for this as well. This is the first song that I made on that. Can you go away, Sheriff Hat? We don't need you right now. Yeah, so basically this is the first song that I got, and I loved it immediately because, as a lot of people pointed out, it's got those like Panic at the Disco vibes, I guess. Whether you're a fan of PATD or not, you don't have to be. If you're not, that's fine too. But I think it's got a little bit of that vibe, which I like because back in the day I was a huge fan. It sounds different than anything I've ever sang to before. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and get started. Intro Haze You. This is something that I guess Teniwo-san thought up when I kind of explained the concept of bullying. So let me kind of outline to you the basic meaning of the song. The basic idea, the basic theme and motif is it is a self-hating song. Woo, we just came back from Ga. Isn't that a perfect transition? Except this time, the self-hatred is accompanied by confusion as to why someone still continues to love them. Think of like, for example, a kind of Beauty and Beast situation. There's a terrible beast who doesn't understand why, even though they continue to hurt the person that they care about, the person that they care about keeps coming back to them. And they can't understand why. This is coming from the perspective of the beast in this situation. Now, something I want to make very clear. Whoa, I'd kind of lost the bottom half of my body there for a minute. Something I want to make really clear is that, in this sense, because this is coming from the beast's mind, there are mentions of things like hurting, abuse, etc. That is because since we're in the mind of the beast, these are just things that this villainous being believes that they are doing, right? So for example, perhaps they aren't actually hurting someone, but they hate themselves so much that every time they even give just the bluntest, like, little, I guess, quip against someone that they care about, while to that other person it might feel like, ouch, that was kind of a harsh word. To the beast, perhaps it feels to them like they've done something horrible and actually struck out and hurt that person much more deep than maybe the truth, you know? I did see Kusatori reacted to that. We're gonna get to it. That's something that happens sometime with some beings with very strong emotions. So for example, while I don't actually like go out of my way to go on rants and tirades and angry shouting at anyone, because I really don't like confrontation, sometimes I'll give a sharp little remark or like say, oh, that wasn't funny. But like it's like, it's not, it feels to me, as soon as I've said it, I regret it. And I say, oh man, oh shit, oh fucking no. And I feel like I've really hurt that person. There are times when I've apologized afterward to people that I care about and they say, what are you talking about? It's fine. You know, it's a little annoying, but it's not that big of a deal, dude. And maybe the root of that is because the beast actually just hates themselves, you know? So there's the self-hatred part of it. So yeah, Callie's the beast, baby. Nah, funny, didn't laugh. I hate confrontation as well, yeah. So basically, here we go. I wanted to set the scene first. She's dressed up in diamond dust, a lover of decay. Coated lashes, soul of ashes, what more can I say? So this is kind of referring to, a sort of, I guess, queen, empress, if you will, figure. Dressed up in diamond dust, not actual diamonds, just the things that remain of the diamonds. A lover of decay. I've mentioned it. I don't think decay is all that bad. Someone who loves to see the dead things or the life leaving from things, etc. That kind of thing. Decay could mean various things, depending on how you interpret it personally. Coated lashes, soul of ashes, so I just was kind of setting the scene once again, with long eyelashes, kind of a diva, but a soul of ashes. So maybe beautiful on the outside, but on the inside, this beast believes that she doesn't actually really have a real soul made of anything besides ashes and that kind of thing, I guess. It's very important to keep in mind that this is coming from the perspective of, I guess, the main character in the story, but also the villainous one, you know? The main character is kind of the villain here. Mr. Crazy. No, do not start singing villain. Don't do it. So then we've got Teniwo's lyrics next. Let me see what they say. Mitsuketa ari no 行列なんて. So basically, Ari is ant. There's a parade of ants. Yeah. I don't think anyone would notice a parade of ants if I stepped on them. So it's basically an imagery of me stepping on a parade of ants, I guess. And this is kind of referring to, some people guessed that this could be referring to kusatori. Some people guessed that it could be referring to deadbeats. Some people guessed that it could be referring to my job as a whole. The answer is all of those things. And nobody's noticed. I don't think anyone's noticed, is what that means. So yeah, basically it can be all of those things at once. Anyone who's close to me, really. The feeling of hurting everyone who's close to you because you think that you're a terrible person. It's like that. So basically, yeah, the line of ants, I guess, is kind of referring to the idea that I get self-conscious about, like, am I treating my deadbeats like they're just a line of ants for me to step on, that kind of thing. Nobody's noticed. But here I am feeling this way, right? It's something that I'm self-conscious about, you know? I don't want it to be that way. It's sad. Love, and here we go with the rap. Now with the rap, I have mixed feelings about how I approached this. It's very quick. Some people were feeling it. I know, for example, Screwface Jean really liked it, and was like feeling the rap. That made me happy. Thank you for feeling the rap. But I was really lost on how to approach this. I thought, what if I took like a slower approach and made it like a more swingy feel, like switched it up, but took it at like half the pace, right? That I did in the fast rap, right? But I tried that out with like some different lyrics, and I just wasn't vibing with it. It sounded too similar to the singing part. It blended a bit too much for me, and I didn't feel like there was that impact that I got when I started rapping quickly. So, the fast rap turned out well. I'm glad that you liked it. I also think it turned out pretty decent. I do wonder what it would sound like if I took it at kind of like a half pace, but I tried it out before. I wasn't feeling it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go with I did my best here, and I don't hate it. How about we go with that? The lyrics themselves, though, I think there's a lot to be taken from them, so let's see. Loving you, killing you, isn't it thrilling you've said enough from those guts you've been spilling, through crying and begging a lovely sound to tear at your soul, but you still stick around. So this is, again, creating kind of an image of loving someone, but also knowing that you're killing them. It's thrilling, and it feels like a rush to you, but, you know, it's also not very good. It's said enough from those guts you've been spilling. So somebody kind of, I guess, really expressing their love, or sadness, etc., pouring out their emotions to someone that they care about, crying and begging a lovely sound, is kind of like this sick idea that maybe perhaps deep inside, the reason that I am this way is because I like that. You hope that it's not true. But it's these feelings that rage inside your mind. I tear at your soul, but you still stick around. And here comes that doubt. Here comes that feeling of why are you still here? The confusion of I'm so terrible to you and I wouldn't blame you if you just left me and forgot about me. What I found is a treasure indeed, a friend who can bend to my every need. I'll use and abuse you and never feel bad until suddenly, funnily, you take my hand. So this again is more jabbing at the beast, quote unquote, myself, realizing that you found someone so wonderful, a great friend or a great fan base, someone that you care very deeply about, and you know that you hurt them and they do so much for you. I'll use you and abuse you and never feel bad. So this just goes into general, like I guess using someone, right? And knowing that you're using someone, and you hate the feeling of it, and you don't possibly know what you can do ever to make up for it. So instead of actually searching for a way to, I guess, make up for it, maybe by being kinder to that person, etc., instead, all you do is continue taking because you don't have an answer, which is no good. And I'll never feel bad until suddenly, finally, you take my hand. And it's only by you taking my hand, by you being kind to me and showing me that warmth that I realize how freaking terrible I am, you know? it's only from that reception of warmth that I'm able to look at myself and feel terrible about what I have become. The monster that I have become. Tangle you tight in the yarns that I've spun, and I'll do it again to get what I want. This is kind of more of the same right here. Manipulation, right? And it's important to keep in mind that while perhaps this might not be the truth, to the writer, to the person singing, it is the truth. And the song is a spiral, a despairing spiral of self-hatred and self-anger and despair. Why am I like this? Kind of thing. You know, it gets very emotional. There's some emotional friggin' songs on this EP that I'm just now realizing as I'm reading the lyrics. They're quite emotional. Let's see. Pretend that I'm harmless. I'm actually alarmed. This is something charming to anyone. So this is me kind of, I guess, again with the confusion. Maybe this is also a slight jab at those that say, step on me, Callie, hurt me, mother, you know, that kind of stuff. It's like, I can't get it. How is this something that people want? You know, again with the confusion. Because when I think about like hurting others, it's not something that I envision is something good. Now, you know, let's not shame others here. You can like what you like here, but it's stuff that's confusing to me. It's the self-hatred that kind of, you know, makes it difficult to understand. And in general, maybe it's just something that I don't understand in general, you know. I guess that's probably the best way to describe. I'm the one that you love. Oh, wait, hold on. The fact that can actually make death want to die. I'm the one that you love, and I'm making you cry. That's also pretty, you know, cut and dry. You know, it's not something that I like. It's something that hurts me, actually, when I realize how terribly I've treated someone. Maybe that I could have been better to them. You know, especially someone who's supported me and I guess, you know, maybe brought me up, and done so much for me. And instead of recognizing that person or maybe, you know, giving them the love and the respect that they deserve, perhaps I maybe look the other way. And keep my eyes on the prize, if you will, you know, selfish AF, a selfish person. And there's also an underlying theme of, you know, there's the whole popularity thing, right? You know, being a bully. You think of like someone in, for example, school and whatnot, and being a bully to someone, but they still like you, you know, and you're confused, and you hang out with the cool kids instead, right? Instead of the people that are good to you, you go and search for people that are, I guess, quote unquote, more desirable. Yeah, it's like that stupid high school shit, you know, the cool kids table and whatnot. But if someone has been really good to you and done a lot for you, to just kind of shove them away, it's sad, you know? So yeah. There's just a lot in this song. There are multiple layers, and it's not just directed towards one person, you know? It's less about the people that it's directed towards and more about the person that is writing the song. If that makes any sense. I think a lot of people are focused on who is it about. In the end, it's about the beast. You know? It's about this being that can't accept love. Because the beast is convinced that it's no good and cruel. A cruel mistress. You know? You got Shrek inspired. It's nice layers. Are you the beast? That's a good question. That's a good question. Maybe. Or maybe I just wanted to write a relatable song that expands on a bit of truth. A lot of songs are expanding on just a small fragment of truth that you can turn into art. So just because someone writes all of these despairing and sad things in their lyrics, it doesn't mean that it's 100% the truth of how that artist is feeling. A lot of times, you know, songs are taking a fragment of truth and building a story and a world around it, or painting a picture with that fragment, you know. It's not always 100% truth and the way that things are, so you can't focus too hard on it, you know? Yeah. I literally said I was a few minutes ago, if you want me to be. If you want me to be, when I was writing it, I thought I was, but who am I to say? When you're listening to the song, why can't it be you? You see where I'm coming from here? Why can't it be someone who relates? If you listen to the song and don't think Calliope Mori, that's fine too. If you do and think Calliope Mori, that's also fine. Don't overthink it. There you go! Exactly. I certainly hope it's not 100%. It's not. Most of my songs aren't, if not all of them. Actually, all of them are not 100% true. Exaggeration is the gas for art. Exactly. Yep. It doesn't always have to be about your boy. It could be anyone else. But to me, when I wrote the song, I felt like I was, yeah. Like I was the main character of the song. Perhaps it could be you. Could be someone you know. I don't know. That's the great thing about music, is that you can relate it to yourself, you can relate it to others. You can relate it to the artist you like. It's very broad. It shouldn't be put in a box, you know? So yeah, and it's just me after all. Again, kind of going back to the point of, this is just how I am, why am I surprised? You know? I'll give you fire, kokoru ni kau. So basically, the interesting thing about this hook is that I pretty much gave a rough translation of it in the last chorus. The final chorus is technically the first hook, but there are some minor changes, and then one line that's the opposite. So I'll give you fire. I guess, yeah, that's a pretty straightforward line when you're gonna burn someone, I guess. Kokoru ni kau. Keep it to yourself. Keep it in your heart. Hold it in your heart. Hello, garo garo. Hello, the hungry wolf. Hungry wolf. Unari kakeru. I believe what this means is I'll hunt tonight. Let me go ahead and look it up real quick. Hold on. I'm gonna hunt tonight, right? Isn't that what it is? Roar and run. Okay, gotcha. Just kidding. It's roar and run. Unari kakeru. Yeah. Mata, ijiwaru na. Ijiwaru is like being a bully. Bullies are ijiwaru. That's very easy to remember. So if someone's teasing you, you can call them ijiwaru, and it's the truth. Ijiwaru. Yeah, you gotta let them know. And the next one, let's see, what was this? Mata ijiwaru na. Tsume wo kakete. Oh, okay. Tsume wo kakete. So tsume is like nails, or in this case, claws. Tsume wo tatete. Okay. Tatete is the kanji for stand. Tsume wo tatete. Kate ageru. Is that what that was? I know what it means, but I forget the romaji again. This is why I gotta practice the romaji for the show. I'm gonna be so behind. I gotta practice it. But basically, it's like I'll hunt you down with my nasty claws again. Yeah. Hunting you down with my nasty claws. Once again. More of the same, you know, kind of a cautionary tale. Haze you. I'll keep bullying you. It's like a threat. Don't come any closer. I'm a beast. Don't come any closer. You know, you're gonna get hurt. So when the curtains finally close and the show's really over, if you glance at my past, it's just nothing new. Lying, conniving, thriving on hate, I'll tell you it was all for you. So yeah, this is basically just believing that you've taken advantage of people in the past. You see that part of you. You hate it. And yet somehow you just can't. You can't improve on it. And you try and you want to. But here now, hurting this person, even if it's just a little thing that you've said, you feel as though you haven't changed. And you'll just keep taking advantage, etc. Lying, conniving, thriving on hate. I'll tell you it was all for you. In the end, you turn around and say it was all for you. As though you are admitting that you still have that love in your heart. But is it really true? I don't know, it's up to you. But that's not a good way to go about it, to say that it's all for someone when you're hurting them. It's no good. You shouldn't do it. Okiki nasai, listen! No, that's what it means. Okiki nasai. Honto no bara wa jibun no toge ni. What the fuck did this mean again? I really should just pull up the document. Let me see if I can grab it. The one that I used while singing. Where is it? Let's scroll through my messages. Honto no bara wa... Ah! バラ Rose 自分の棘に By its own sting 気づいたり気づたりしないものよなるほどねyeah, kizu. So like to get hurt. A true rose is never hurt by its own sting. It's freaking deep, Teniwoa, goddamn. And it does fit the theme perfect. I mean, think about it. You know, when you leave a harsh comment to someone, even someone that you care about, when you're cruel to them, it seems as though it can't hurt you, right? You know, when you pick up the rose, is the rose hurt by you picking it up? Nah, but your thorns stick real hard, and they hurt. You know? But I think that the song also kind of proves that wrong in some kind of way, you know? Because you feel like the beast is in pain, you know? With that self-realization. Let's see. You know, I want you to care that I want you to stay. Also pretty straightforward. So I swear I won't blame you if you turn away. Here we go back to the idea of I wouldn't blame you if you just left and said forget it. Don't want to be friends with you. Don't want to support you. Don't want to follow you, etc. Wouldn't blame you because I've got this level of self-hatred directed at me, you know? At the end of the day, I will smile and give in to this burning and vile original sin. I'll kind of just be here dwelling in my dislike of myself. And wishing that I could have been better, etc. And I'll kind of keep giving into it and continue taking advantage and hurting others. Essentially. Because hell is the realization you're selfish and drawn to the loving, the soft, and the helpless. Yeah, that kind of is hell. I mean, it's tsurai. It hurts to realize that you're drawn to people that are maybe perhaps easy to manipulate, etc. And whatnot, and you don't want to believe the loving, the soft, and the helpless is basically what I'm referring to. So for example, a friend that is so good to you and you feel drawn to them, but you can't help but feel like a manipulator, you know? You don't want to be that way. But you're so self-introspective that maybe if it's not the truth, maybe you think too hard about it and it becomes your truth, you know? I can see through that facade that you wear when you're honest and quote-unquote promise you'll fight the despair. Yeah. So it's basically... hold on. I kind of wanted to put quotations around honest because it's not an honest thing. It's like someone saying, oh no, I'm fine, we're good. But they're hurting inside, they aren't being true with you. You know? And it's because, once again, you know that they care about you so very much. So they aren't being real in that sense because they don't want to hurt you. You know? Saying that you'll fight the despair, saying, oh no, it's fine, I'm not hurt. But is it really honest? It might not be. And I'll say it again, that I know I'm the worst. So then how can you spend so much love on the person that hurts you, like I do? Because inside I can't hide that I cannot desert you. Yeah, that's kind of where it really builds, it really builds up to that part. The realization that you don't want to desert them, you want to become better, to be better. A better friend, a better, how shall I say? A better friend to that person, a better example to everyone, a better, how shall I say? A better you. Maybe if some of you deadbeats are in a relationship, maybe you want to be better in that regard, you know? Because in the end of all of it, there's love. I know it's a sad song, but in the end of it, I think that there's love. And if you really realize it, then maybe you can actually use that realization for the better. To be better, you know? That's something that I feel like I kind of learned for myself with this song. Even if I'm not as crazy evil as I make the lyrics seem, because it's drama. It's a song. But it's also a mental spiral of despair. Of someone who's kind of overreacting in their own isolated mind to how they may be. Even so, I still think I learned something from it, you know? And if I'm the world to you, surely you never stood even a chance at all, didn't you? It's me after all. I feel like that's also pretty straightforward. If you let me become so important to you, then you might not stand a chance because I'll just end up hurting you again. Yeah, it's me after all. I'll give you fire, 心に買う hello, ガロガロうなりかける。また意地悪な爪を立てて買ってあげる。This one's also rough. I'm gonna have to scroll through my messages again. Hold on. Is it this one? Ah. There we go. Ah. Let's see. A visit, the sounds of wings in the evening. I see. The sound of wings in the evening. Ravens pecking at ripe fruit. God damn! Ouchie. Ravens pecking at ripe fruit. The raven being the beast and the ripe fruit being anyone else who dares to love the beast. Don't be afraid. Iko ne mo nemuri. So iko is like something that you kind of say. It's akin to like good girl, good boy, pat pat on your head. It's something that you use when comforting. Mo onemuri. Sleep. Now sleep. It really is quite a sadistic song. There really are like layers of there's sadistic layers to it. I think that Teniwo song kind of inserted a lot of very sadistic lines. I don't hate it. I like it. It's good. It fits the image. It brings the imagery to life, you know? And I like it. Please pack me. No, I don't want to. Yeah. I mean, it does sound kind of creepy. Yeah. There's something ominous and dark about it, but yeah. Anyway, we go on to the final hook, which is basically an English version of the first, but with like one line reversed, I guess, and then some differences. So I'll give you fire, just keep it to yourself. Hello, the hungry wolf has come to give you hell. Once again, I'll treat you nice. Which is an opposite. Instead of saying that I'm gonna rip you up again, I'll treat you nice. This is my vow, to try and do better. Right? I'ma do better. Right? Gonna try to work out. Love your work. Have a good workout. Yeah. It's that once again, I'll treat you nice. Haha, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Oh gosh, I'll try my best. But you say it with this kind of feeling of despair. Like, do you really believe that you're gonna be able to change? I don't know. Think twice before and smile while you do. So maybe I'm gonna give you a chance to think again. Think twice before you fall and smile while you do. I hope that you can live with the decision to continue being my friend, my supporter, person in my life, etc. Love the me that's killing you. Yeah. To kind of cap it off with that final feeling of despair. I'm love as though you're signing a letter with love. The me that's killing you. And there's like a bit of there's like a contrast there because loving someone and killing someone. I think that the killing vibe fits very well with me though, personally, as my theme, you know? Being a reaper and whatnot, how could I not include it, you know? Gonna have to come after you deadbeats one day. Listen, I hope that that you can live with that. Smile while you're falling, love the me that's killing you. So yeah, it's a song. Gah! I did a lot of explaining! Oh man, a lot of explaining was done. I love this song the first time I listened to it. Now I love it more. Glad that you liked it. Thank you. So for those asking, I guess, who it's about, it's more so to me, I guess, who is singing. I wanted to illustrate this idea of kind of an exaggerated. Jesus Christ! Hold on. I wanted to show. I wanted to paint this kind of caricature of the exaggerated beast that I see of myself when I get into that that self-depreciating state in in regards to how I treat others, etc., those around me, my regrets and whatnot over selfishness and things like that is basically the theme of the song. So thank you for coming to check it out. I'm glad that you guys listened to me ramble on for so long about my thought process, because a lot of thought went into the EP. I'd love to do one for Empress, but I'll probably do it in the future. I want to wait for more people to get a chance to listen to it. So I will do it at that time. Thank you guys, everyone who's throwing your support in the chat. You guys are very sweet. It's a really interesting stream. I'm glad that you had fun. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'd sit here all day if I could. Go take a walk. And enjoy nature. If it's raining outside, no, you can stay here if you want. You can stay here if you want. This has been fun though. I think later in the evening I'm gonna go ahead and try that super chat reading while playing Spiritfarer again. I hope you guys join me for that. I'm gonna go read some super chats. So for now, I'm your Mori. Hope you remember me. Catch you on the flip side. Bye bye. See you. If you're leaving, goodbye. Peace. I'm back. Oisho. I'm back. You guys went crazy. You went nuts. I am looking at... Wow, you guys... Woo! Where is my... Hold on, that's not it. Dang, Deadbeats showed up. Thank you. Oisho. Thank you so much for the incredible support. Welcome back. Thanks, you guys. Heck yeah, the support was freaking insane today. Oh my gosh. Jeez. Okay, we're gonna go back to the very beginning. Let's see what we got here. Wait, hold on, it's further. Okay, got it. Woo! It is so freaking hot in here and I need to take a nap. But we're gonna read these. Here we go. Let's get to work on these supers. Let's bring out the record. Why is my recorder behind me? In fact, why am I so far in front? That just won't do. There we go. Now we're cooking. All right. Deadbeats, super chat reading now. Grab those supers, show them how. I got a big ups to Mari Dude. And a big ups to Vel the Vile who says, blue. Blue message, what a chat. thank you so much for the Akaspa Velvile. Appreciate you, dude. Hope you like the lyric dive. Heck yeah. Oh, big ups to Claro. Thank you for the Akaspa Morning Callie. Let's see. Don't know if you saw, but a couple of weeks ago, the boys and I finished the list of super chats for getting over it. If you don't feel like playing Spiritfarer to all of them, I can grab super chats more for you. Always got your back, my boy. Looking forward to this lyric dive. Your lyrics were very beautiful. Thank you as always, Claro. Heck yeah. That's awesome. Oh man, I'm really excited to go look. Actually, I'm gonna go search for that. I'm going to go search for that so that I can use it to read. The super chats for getting over it. I think it might be fun to at least try out the Spiritfarer thing and see how it works. There's a possibility that it's not gonna work very well. In that case, that would be amazing if you guys really want to help out and you have time. If not, we might just maybe ask, actually not ask again. I'll just do it. I'll do it the hard way and I'll just rewatch the archives and just casually chat with you guys while reading super chats. But it's a very kind sentiment. Thank you, Claro. I already appreciate the hard work that you did with the Getting Over It stream. I'm excited to read those too. Maybe we can do those today. A big ups to Bean Tiger, 100% American Bison, Lord of the Plum Crystal, Xavier Dude. Thank you, Xavier Dude, for the Akaspa. No message? What a freaking Chad. Thank you so much, Xavier Dude. Heck yeah. Woo! Appreciate you, dude, showing up. Big ups to Donger Bread, 2 streams on your birthday. Happy birthday, Donger Bread. Heck yeah. Hope you had a great one. A big ups to LC Le Pen. Our boy, thank you for the Akaspa VOD gang. Rise up, lurk slowly back to work. Hope you had a good day at work, our boy shrugging emoji. Big ups. Thank you so much for dropping by. Always to see your boy and leave your support. Our boy. Thank you. Sorry, shrugging emoji. Our boy, the shrugging emoji is important. Thank you. Hope you had a good day at work. And enjoyed the VOD. Big ups to Kaio Ember, who says good morning. Thank you, good morning, Akaspacha. What a freaking shad. Appreciate the support, Kaio Ember. Thank you. A big ups to Deadbeat, Waluigi Cubed, Harry Blaine, Lord Ashton, Road Forks You. Why can I never read? A big ups to Jeremy. Thank you so much for the Akaspa, Jeremy. No message? No message? What a freaking Chad. That's the dude right there. Thank you so much, Jeremy. I appreciate you. A big ups to Lord of the Plum Crystal, Kuroaka112. Congrats on the new EP, thank you. Big ups to Lord of the Plum Crystal, DB Kuma, thank you. Really enjoying the EP. Makes running 100% better. Yay! Keep up the hard work. Big ups to Lord of the Plum Crystal times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's all I can spare for the day. Looking forward to the lyric dive. Hope you enjoyed it, Lord of the Plum Crystal. Big ups to Fume KY. Shotai Fume Deadbeat. I like that. I like that. That's good. And a big ups to Roar the Rapper. Thank you. Not really a Kaspa red super chat, but I hope you enjoy. Loved your EP, reacted to it, and I made a song called Raise Scythe for You that I hope you check out. I'll give it a look. Thank you so much, Roar. I appreciate all your reactions, dude. I enjoy seeing them. Thank you so much for doing those deep lyric dives. I'm glad that others do it as well and give an interpretation. It's really neat, so thank you so much. Big ups to Draconic Insight. Really looking forward to hearing your insights. Hope that you liked it. Big ups to Ninja. Thank you so much. Just ordered your poster. Can't wait to get it. I'm the first YouTuber VTuber that you've given a super chat to. Thanks for pushing you down the rabbit hole. No problem. Thank you for joining us. Big ups to Naochino Tatsujin. Big ups to Thick Thighs Callie's Apostle. Big ups to Vampiric Otaku KF Beats Vampire, Skit Blue, Umirix, JT Mations, thank you for the many 4s. And one of the disappeared Supas. Don't worry, JT Mations, we'll get him, We're waiting on YouTube-kun now. Wishing you a big happy birthday. Don't worry about not being very active. You're all good, my dude. No problems. Big ups to Suisol. Mystery Manism, thank you for the Akaspa. Heck yeah. Forgot what I wanted to say originally, so instead, Your Mori is certified bop through and through, but Bully is probs my fave. Thanks for all the bangers, and here's to many more in the future. Just don't work too hard, rest is important. I will try to remember, Mystery Man, as I'm getting better every day. Probably. Every day. Maybe. Leave it to me. Glad you like Bully so much. Big ups to you, man. Do I enjoy dubstep? I think it's fine. It's pretty neat. Big ups to Chris Parker, thank you for the Akaspa. My physical copy came today, and I could not be happier. All these songs are fantastic, and I'll be jamming out like crazy. Ijimeko Bully lyrics do be hitting super close to home, though. I'm glad that you found some way to relate to them. That's really awesome. I hope that they can provide you some kind of escape or relief or answer or just a nice song to chill to or a song to feel emotions to. That's the point of it anyway. Not exactly a happy feel-good song, but if it helps you in any way, I'm glad. Thank you. Big ups to Arshiden. Keep the awesome EP hype train alive. Thank you. Big ups to Somber Apak. Big ups to No Buddy Uno. Nice. The MD Goat Man. Hilarious Man, thank you for the Akaspa. Good morning, Empress. Empress. If you don't want to say Queen, Empress isn't so bad. But it's only because there's a song called that on my EP. Thanks a lot, Hilarious Man, for the sweet good morning message. What a freaking Chad. Big ups to Kikito, Peter Lego. Big ups to Sydney. Just Your Average Deadbeat. Also, that's a good idea, Sydney. Playing like a strategy game or civilization builder game. That could be fun. Just Your Average Deadbeat. Wednesday. Space Turtle, thank you for the Akaspa. Heck yeah. I wanted to let you know that you inspired me to do something creative, and this is why I now write haikus. Speaking of haikus, I wrote you another haiku. Yatta! Thank you, Space Turtle 20. Looking forward to reading it. Let's see. Death in all of her. Beauty will have to... Hold on. Death in all of her. Beauty will have to visit and help us pass on. That's so good, I like it. Empress is my favorite from the EP. Yay! Thank you, Space Turtle 20. I'm glad you're enjoying that one. That was also a personal fave of mine. Maybe because I put a lot of work into it. I mean, I put a lot of work into all of them, but that one has so many words, man. And I recorded for so long. So thank you for enjoying it, Space Turtle. Big ups to Mist Fist. You talk about hungry wolves a lot and bullies your persona wolf. Next super chat. Classy Spaniard, thank you. Brian Cantrell. Big ups to Thick. Oh. Mad King. I think it's 6. Thank you so much. Love the new songs. Glad you do. Thank you. Big ups to Mini Bunchy 2012. Thank you for the Akaspa. Hope you're doing okay, Callie. Just wanted to give you something special. In my last Red Super Chat, I mentioned that you were my introduction to VTubers. But to further that, you were my favorite VTuber in general. You make me so happy, and since I write poetry, I was thinking of making a song for you. Really? I would love to hear it, Mini Bunchy 2012. That makes me really glad. Hey, good luck on the song, or whatever you choose to write for your boy. I will gladly read it, and I'm very excited to. I'm always looking for that kind of stuff to read. You guys get really creative. It's awesome. Big ups to Rava. I inspire you to make music. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you. Big ups to Sailor Rose. Derry the Lighthouse. Big ups to Marksman XX5XX. Thank you so much for the Akaspa. Your songs are awesome, Callie. I can't remember the last time I was waiting patiently for an album to drop before your new EP. Hope you're as happy about the songs as we are. Yay! If you guys are happy about the songs, then I'm extra happy about them. As long as you guys are enjoying, I'm glad. Thank you. A big ups to Tony Bones. Big ups to Naweed. Glad you got your EP. Big ups to Named Sword. Big ups to Stove Top Ism. Glad you liked the booklet. Big ups to Abbas. Hope you had a good day at uni. Big ups to Cacophonous Antiquarian. Happy birthday, Callie. Oh, a song by Tool. It's a bit long, 15 minutes, but it'd be cool to hear. Oh gosh. I wonder if I could do that. Maybe during an unarchived? Could be fun. 15 is long, but hey. Might be an interesting new challenge. I'm never against new challenges. Big ups to Sil. Thank you so much. Loving Callie time. Big ups to you, my dude. Big ups to Voitan, Dongerbread, Valkis, Irfan Jafar, Akira, DJ Launchpad 2. Big ups to Igor Caesar Madruga, Son of Liberty, Hilarious Man. Ow, the edge. Isn't that this whole EP though? Big ups to Ghosty XDL. Big ups to Voitan, Akira, Injury to Insult, Razzie Dazzies, Zale. Big ups to Danke. Thank you so much for enjoying the EP. Big ups to Philip Matthews. Thank you. Can you use Clippers, please refer, huh? Can you say, I guess you are my little frog champ, come here, it's very important to me that clip exists, by the way. Did that help you? Thanks for the support. Big ups to Joseph Randisi, Mechazorus. Big ups to Lexington the Lion, thank you for the Akaspa. You pulled me into the rabbit hole, but I couldn't connect with you until I listened to the new EP. You have the voice of an angel, but spit fire, so I had to listen to all your work. Red touched a part of my heart that I thought died years ago. I'll follow you forever now. That's awesome to hear, Lexington the Lion. I'm glad that you were able to connect after listening to my music. Heck yeah. I hope that you enjoy my past stuff as well, but gosh, that makes me really happy. That you're loving the EP too. Red is probably actually up there in my personal favorites off the CD, to be honest. It means a lot to me, so I'm glad it means a lot to you too, dude. Big ups to Idzimang, Frederick, Kenjiro Beat, K-Walk, David Extreme. Big ups to Carlos Gonzalez, Lieutenant Colonel de Gurchaf, Stephen B, Betrayed. Ooh, one of the best albums you've listened to, even though you're not into English rap. I'm glad to hear that. Greetings from Chile. Thanks a lot. Hope you get your CD soon. Big ups to Seth Van Rook, Hibiki, David Extreme, Mini Bunchy 2012, thank you for the Akaspa. I'm going crazy on him. We're getting nutso on this recorder. Keep up the great work. I got your EP in the mail today. I friggin' love it. Keep up the great work. You inspire me to be my best self no matter what comes my way. I love you, Callie. Smiley face. Thank you, Mini Bunchy 2012. Hope you'll love the EP and the extra song. Please enjoy. Happy I can inspire you, my dude. Thank you. And thanks for letting me know you got it. Big ups to Kenjiro Beat, Sakura Akemi, and Suika Kamiya. KFP, thank you for the Akaspa. Let's see, Dad, can you tell me which estate you usually drink, and was you drinking this good from the start? Every time I try to drink red wine, I get so drunk that I pass out on just one glass. Well, you see, Suika. I go to the inconvenience store to buy red wine. That's how we stay classy in the underworld, you see. Depends on the red wine, the truth is. Maybe the reason that I'm so strong against it is because it's just not very good wine. Though I've seen some people get, like, hammered off bad wine. I guess it just depends. If I'm drinking a good wine, though, it's all good feelings for the whole night. Anyway, thanks for the support, Suika. Big ups to Hilarious Man, thank you. EP has a little bit of everything, glad you think so. Big ups to Just Your Average Deadbeat, Fruito, Crunchy PBJ. I want a peanut butter jelly sandwich. Thank you for the Akaspa. Let's see, as someone that has been somewhat critical of you in the past and as a result have not been keeping track of you, I can honestly say your progress is impressive. I wait to see what the future holds for you. Thank you so much, Crunchy PBJ. I'm glad that you think that I've been making some progress. I certainly have been trying my best, and things have been rocky in the beginning, but gradually we'll get there. We'll get there. It's still a work in progress, but I'm glad that that my work has that you think my work has gotten gradually better over time. I appreciate you saying that, dude. Thank you so much. Big ups to Tentacle 7336, Ocean Man, Smug Vanilla. Big ups to Sprig 17. Thank you. Your new EP is amazing. Got the CD in the mail yesterday. I didn't think it would take only 2 days to get it. Really? That is fast. Heck yeah. Nice. Wow, that is really speedy. I hope you enjoy it. Big ups to Bose. Big ups to Isaken, Tony Garcia, Kransu! Thank you, Kransu, for the Akaspa. Thank you for doing this kind of stream. For me, there's a certain vulnerability to overcome when sharing my creative process. If you're the same, it is appreciated. Do you have a favorite song on the EP, or is that like asking a parent which is their favorite child? You nailed it, Kransu. You nailed it. It is like asking a parent what's their favorite child. But I will say I have a soft spot for Red especially, just because the lyrics really mean a lot to me. It might even be my personal favorite, and it was very fun to make because I've never made a song like that before, so it was fun to kind of explore and try something different and try a new vibe. So yeah. I guess there is a certain level of having to let yourself be vulnerable and let go. In this case, it's definitely true. But for me, I feel like I'm able to do it a little easier because I just rationalize it as being like, okay, well, I'm an artist, so I just need to suck it up and explain to people my intentions when writing the song, because I want to. Now, not every artist has to do that, but I feel like I want to because so many deadbeats are curious, and if you guys want to know, I want to tell you. So I kind of just had to get over that, you know? Thanks a lot, Kuransu. Big ups to Matilde. Big ups to Type 91, Jade Dragon, Bobo, Mateus, Vampiric Otaku, Jetka, D, Seppi, Tin Man, E, Felix, Petite. Thank you so much, Petite, for the Akaspa. Petite Feu. No message. What a freaking Chad. Appreciate you, dude. Thanks for showing up. Big ups to Hibiki. Big ups to Seer, a Burrito. And another big ups to Roar, thank you. I hear you about the feelings you don't want to say. I've written a lot of songs that have lyrics I'd never verbalize without a song to go with it. That is a great point. There are still some things that I don't want to outright explain. I can give a lot, but there are still some bits that need to remain, you know, just for myself, I guess. So I'm glad that you can understand that. Big ups to Spirit Snare, Sydney, Dat LCL Smell, Kaijido Spartan, Dark Flame Master, Dish Water Soup, and a big ups again to Roar, thank you. Adults do need a balance, as long as you're honest when you need to be. Yeah, I think that's a good way to think of it for sure. Big ups to Swag, JD, Lord of the Sword. Darth, you can't do that! You can't send an Akaspa that I can't fucking read, dude! But you know what, my dog? Gosh, I'll, you know what? We're gonna fix this a little bit. Hey, Callie! Can you confirm and deny the rumors that you are cheating at singing by placing the mic up to your wind chimes? To illegally use all 261 wind chimes. To illegally use all 50 other wind chimes. In the human throat to sing at a vastly superhuman speed. What a work of art. That's a great question. But you know what? A musician never reveals her secrets. I was gonna say magician, but musician makes sense here. A musician never reveals her secrets. Big ups to Next. Big ups to Next. Big ups to, let's do this. Big ups to Dice Queen. Go Leog. Big ups to Sean O'Connor. Bebo. Tony Bones, thank you so much for the Akaspa. I have faith in my Oshi. Thank you, as per the usual, Tony Bones. Heck yeah. Big ups to Mac Attack. Daisy, KFP Broken Space Team. JPRSNSR. Big ups to IG Scout. Synchro Saint. Cooley D. Big ups to Kakai Rooster. I have become Cali Destroyer of Dope Lyrics. Nice. Big ups to Spankenheim. Thank you for the Akaspa. Woo! Listening to this, it's insanely relatable. It also sounds like you need a hug. Thanks, Spankenheim. Every time at work, when I'm stressed out, I think, I'm stressed out working for the man, I gotta remember, the man is me. That is a dope way to interpret it, Spankenheim. I like it. Thank you so much, dude. Glad you can relate. A big ups to Brian. And a big ups to Lord Ashton, Little Lime, Kuroaka 112. Big ups to Sammy Jack, Danielle, Scarlet Demon. Big ups to Diana Akko. Thank you so much for the Akaspa. Don't worry, you always are very best good. New EP is very, very good. Thank you guys for making your EP, and thank you for becoming a VTuber. Love you, thank you! Heck yeah! Big ups to Arcan X. Not a good username 360. Big ups to Karota. Brian H. Batteries everywhere. Big ups to Eddie and Tentacled 7336. Big ups to Saika Soul Gem, Lieutenant Colonel Gurachav. Big ups to Darp K, and big ups to Nix. Big ups to Brian H. Thanks for your money, dude. Big ups to Arnolfo Mendez. Claro, thank you so much for the crown and the super chat. Heck yeah! It's very sweet of you to send that to me, Clara. You're always so kind. Thanks for always dropping by and supporting, dude, and also for all your awesome fan art. Big ups to Lord Everwalk. Big ups to Kyre Elsion. Big ups to 9, Kaio Ember. Thank you so much for the Akaspa, Kaio Ember. Hey, Callie, I already love what I heard from the EP when the EP went live on your birthday, but having the physical CD and with you taking the time to talk about the lyrics makes it even more amazing. Kudos, my dude, and thank you as always. Kojirako-so! Thank you as well, Kaio Ember. Heck yeah! Yeah! Kudos, my dude. I like that. And no problem, I'm happy to take my time to explain the lyrics. I mean, if people are interested, I will be here to explain them to you. Big ups to Green Wilder, Crayon Canyon Cannon. Big ups to Kiara. Been a fan since your debut, and this is my first super chat. Welcome! I mean, welcome to super chatting. But thank you for having always been a fan. It's very sweet. Your new EP was very good, especially God. Thank you for liking it. Big ups to Furtado, Sear Burrito 745, The Admiral. Big ups to Psy Raven, Trapper Scout, Ocean Man. Thank you. Let's see. There's lots of copyrighted material. Oh, that sounds interesting. Thanks, Ocean Man. I'll check it out. Big ups to Runic X. Happy belated birthday, Callie. Hope the upcoming year is peaceful yet productive one for you and yours. Thank you. Glad that you like Off With Your Heads. Or Off With Their Heads. Big ups to Wow. Big ups to Yoshimi. Claro. Big ups to Kabigon 88. Hilarious, man. Thank you for the Akaspa. Deposit for the tarot cards as merch. We'll see if we can get them popping off. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I would like them to, and Ray actually said that we can go ahead and use them for merch if they would like. I think it would be awesome, personally, and I know that you guys might be interested in having some, so we'll see what can happen. I'll try and push it forward, but no promises. Glad you like them so much, though. Big ups to Blue Wizzy. Big ups to Spag. Big ups to Lexington the Lion. Big ups to Smelly T. Thank you for sharing yourself with us. Besides sounding amazing, it's really personable and relatable. Thank you. Big ups to You Should Have Seen. Don't bring up Bloop. Don't. Big ups to Isaf. You really want the tarot cards as merch. I'm working on it. Big ups to Whirl, Claro, Fran Berush. Konnichiwa, konnichiwa. Big ups to Darth Griefius again. Big ups to James Byrne. Does that mean chat is the wild card? Depends on the day. Big ups to, let's see, Iggy-chan. Big ups to Olo, Malachite OW, Furudo, Sydney. Big ups to Mav, Synapse, Trakian, Damon Seal. Thank you so much for the Akaspa. WTB, a deck of Hololive themed tarot cards. Now that sounds like a dope idea. Someone's gotta suggest it. Maybe I'll suggest it. I'll suggest it. I'll suggest it. Dang, you guys are really all about that, huh? Thank you so much for the Akaspa Damon Seal. A big ups to Kaio Ember, Bibo, Thunderhog, Derek, Arctic Wolf SS82, Chileno777, Tentacled 7336, Big ups to Hermes T. Mitchell Kober, and here we go. This is where I went to wash my hands. Mitchell Kober, K, Lord of the Plum Crystal, Igor, Dongerbread, Primal Maniacs, Mitchell Kober, Kyo Ember, Elian, Eder, Patrim, Road Forks U, Prinny's Rock, Cooley D, Samuel Davidson, Hilarious Man, Kyo Ember, Just a Bad Player, Mitchell Kober, Pirate of Texas, Lord of the Plum Crystal, Luca Umbriel, PK5 Ire, Mitchell Kober, El Escolta. Glad you're liking the album. Big ups to KK, Kyo Ember, Outcast 777, Mem, Hilarious Man, Gundam, Damon Seal, Mitchell Kober, Municipal Skull, Road Forks U, JPRS NSR, Lord of the Plum Crystal, Takamori Day keeps and it cuts off there. Kyo Ember, Moby, House of Fiver, Claro, E, Dark Fox, Suika, Hilarious Man, Mitchell Kober, Nunya Bidness, Jade, Destined Oblivion, Claro, Umirix, Kyo Ember, Lord of the Plum Crystal, MC, Mitchell Kober, Damon Seal, Kyo Ember, Clara, Road Forks U, Akira, Suika, Kyo Ember, Dongerbread, I Am Magic Kiwi, Bob Force, Kransu, Mitchell Kober, Some Funny Man, The Duck, Fish. Big ups to Sensweave, Vampiric Otaku, Okusa Man, Claro, Lord of the Plum Crystal, Lane, Mitchell Kober, Blue Sparks 540, Umirix, Dongerbread, Road Forks U, Kyo Ember, Claro, Kana, Kyo Ember, Lost Order Productions, Mitchell Kober, Lane, Otori P, Lord of the Plum Crystal, Melissa, 5 Tubes of Boost, Kai, Mitchell Kober, Sensweef, A. Drons, Dongerbread, Lord of the Plum Crystal, Mitchell Kober, Hyan, Cooley D, Kyo Ember, Puyo Puyo Fever, Kai, Mitchell Kober, Fool Victory, Seed Eater 98, Sensweef, Kenjiro Beat, Lord of the Plum Crystal, Moby, Mitchell Kober, Jay Hikari. Let's see, I can't read this one, but thank you for the 15 Walking Dead dollars. Big ups to Jasmine Shan, Kyo Ember, Mitchell Kober, and Sensweef. And a huge ups to Doom Suicune. Thank you for the Akaspa. Heck yeah, thank you so much, Doom Suicune. Glad that you like Red so much. Red for Red, definitely my favorite song from the EP, and the lyric dive has solidified that. I can relate to the sentiments of getting consumed by your work to the exclusion of all else and trying to find a balance. Thank you for sharing your thoughts and feelings with us. Much love to you too, Doom Suicune. Heck yeah! Sorry if I blew out your ears. I do it because I love you, man. Listen, I'm glad you can relate though. That's kind of the goal, is I want to make songs I can relate to and others as well. That's the most fun, really, is when many people can relate. It's kind of why I never really was a big fan of, like, songs that literally said names or described, like, the person in it. Like, oh, so-and-so, you got blonde hair and blue eyes, and I'm like, well, I'm out of it. You know? It's like you gotta... The more general you make it, the more that you can immerse yourself. Then we lived on a ranch in the middle of nowhere. Did we? We had 5 horses and 2 chickens and a rooster named Kiara. You know, like, I can't F-word hard with that. Which is fine, you know. They're having fun, and maybe sometimes you don't need to relate to the song. Maybe you just want to jam out, and that's fine too. But those aren't my favorite. Oh, Sally, you're so fine. We had 3 children, 1 of them had brown eyes and 2 had blue. A new single. Let's try and make a song as specific as possible. Anyway, thanks a lot, Doom Suicune. Lord of the Plum Crystal, Mitchell Kober. Oh, we were still washing hands. Sorry, Kyo Ember, Mitchell Kober, Kyo Ember. K, thank you. Dongerbread, Kyo Ember. Salokin. Sensweef, Mitchell Kober, Otaku Fan, Dongerbread, Kyo Ember, Mitchell Kober, Kyo Ember, JPRS NSR, Sensweef, Kyo Ember, Mitchell Kober, Kyo Ember, Kyo Ember, Mitchell Kober, Kyo Ember, Mitchell Kober, big ups to Septum, Mitchell Kober, David Seal, Mitchell Kober, big ups to Nash, Tentacle 7336, Mitchell Kober, Otori P, Sensweef, Some Boy, Floppy, Damon Seal, Sensweef, Mitchell Kober, Yakumo Yomi, Somber Apak, and Artie-chan, thank you. Can't get enough of it. Instrumental release? That could be fun. Maybe. We were thinking of doing another, like, remix thing. Not really a competition, but just leaving them out there for you guys to have fun. We'll consider it. There's still some stuff to be decided regarding the EP. I want to take a tiny break first, but hopefully we can keep the fun moving along for the next couple of months. That'd be awesome. Big ups to Damon Seal. Akira, thank you, Akira! Big ups to Sensweef. Skid Blue, Perseus, Little Lime. And big ups to Gary, Tentacled 7336, Sarthak, Suika, and Kana X122. That's a pretty good idea for a cover song. I'll think about it. Thank you. Big ups to Volbia, Ocean Man. Big ups to Abi the KF Beat. Thank you so much for the Akaspa. I think the reason why a lot of people love Ga the most is because we love to see you really pop off. A cynical view with raw, untethered feelings, oftentimes dish out the best hard-hitting lyrics. At least that's why I've had it on repeat since release. LOL 10 out of 10. I am glad. Thank you. Yeah, maybe some people do like that kind of song, huh? I really do kind of just go untethered and do whatever and kind of, you know, throw all F words to the wind. Because why not? Sometimes you gotta let go. Can't be restrained forever, else lest you become a piece of cardboard, and we all know what cardboard Callie looks like, and it's fun for a while, but then it gets real stale. Thanks a lot, Abby. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Big ups to Kanjiro Beat, Stephen B, Majima, literally everywhere, Hibiki, Melissa C, Claro, Cooley D. Big ups to Lich Lord Spike, thank you. You think it might be the Emperor fits you better? Yeah, maybe. I kind of like that. Big ups to Otori P, and then Sha, and then is the kanji for like Sha, which is like used in the end of company, and then Na for Nagai, which means long. M, more the Emperor card rather than Empress. Yeah, I guess so, huh? That makes sense. Big ups to Drop Devolt, Senswift, Hilarious Man, Primal Maniacs, thank you. Big ups to Spleen, Ga's my favorite on the EP. Because the Deeper to Reaper rhyme reminds me of Keeper of the Reaper from Philly and Betty. Was that such a... Is that such a bad thing? Yeah, that was a good show. Big ups to Isaac, Mystery Manism, thank you for the Akaspa. I remembered the thing I wanted to say. Bully really makes me think of the anime Wonder Egg Priority. Oh, I've been meaning to watch that. And more specifically, the situation between Rika and Chiemi. Can't say I've experienced that level of abuse myself, but the fact that people have is horrible. Oh man, I need to go watch that. Yeah, I've been meaning to go check out more anime, and that was one that I definitely wanted to check out, because gosh, the animation looks so freaking beautiful. I'll give it a shot. Thanks a lot, Mystery Manism. Big ups to Aether, Charlotte Taylor, Razzies Dazzies. Big ups to Last Order Productions, Super Hoorah! I rapped for the Reaper, please be proud of me. IDT.io on SoundCloud, heart emoji. I'll go check that out. Thank you so much. I'm excited to go look. I love hearing tracks related to me, even if they're diss tracks, because I want to see what you guys can do. Show me! Hit me with your best shot. I'm excited to go check it out. Thank you. Big ups to Osakaki. Nice dish of talk water. Will do. Big ups to Bathroom Security. Robot Peter. There's still 10 on the inside. Oh, maybe. Maybe they're just in a bad place. You know? And this is the only thing they do for fun. They're just having fun. I mean, it's annoying, but they're just having fun. Big ups to Starfall. ARA Squad. You're really cool, thanks. Big ups to Yonaka. Big ups to Lord of the Plum Crystal. Big ups to Joseph. Big ups to Ken, Lexington the Lion, Road Forks You, Rhode Island, Rice Tea. You've slain so many people with this EP, here's some ball money. Just in case the overworldian police don't understand. Keep it up, Callie. Thank you, Rhode Island Rice Tea. I like your name. It's kind of funny to flow off the tongue. Thank you. I'm glad. Well, don't worry, I'll explain to the Keisatsu. It's just music. It's just a phase. Big ups to Starfall, Tentacle 7336, Skit Blue, thank you. Big ups to Haruhara, Pretty's Rock, thank you for the Akaspa. These lyric drives are one of my favorite types of streams. Thank you so much, Pretty's Rock. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I might do more of them. I'm just never sure how many people are really interested in hearing the full story, I guess, for every song, but glad to hear that you like them. Maybe I'll keep doing them. You guys seem to be having fun, so thank you. Big ups to Magnetic Clown. JT Mations, thank you. This is why you're my most favorite solo artist. Bully and Curse at Night in terms of introspection and vulnerability, they hit hard. Thank you, Callie. Thank you, JT Mations. Big ups to Ninja. And big ups to Usagi1992. Big ups to Ash Fenril. Here's to some good times. Heck yeah. Big ups to Josel. Harry Thompson. Let's see. Mori, you might be an apprentice of death, but if muse exists, I definitely think you have a backup job opportunity. Thanks for being an inspiration. Thanks a lot, Harry. Kochirakoso. Right back at you. Big ups to Nikodam. And Tyler Vong. What the heck? What a frickin' Chad. Jeez! Thank you for the fat Akaspa. Heck yeah! Thank you, Tyler Vong. Dang, seeing the meaning behind these lyrics really makes you appreciate the EP that much more. Thank you for this gift, Callie. It was worth every second of the hour-long hunt for my old CD player. Yay! Dang, sorry it took you that long to find your CD player. I know a lot of people don't listen to CDs anymore, but I kind of like the novelty of it, I guess. Glad you got your CD though, thank you. And glad you're appreciating the EP. We gotta hold out a long note for the homie Tyler, but let's take a sip first. Hold on. Grab your cartons of water, deadbeats. Let's show them how. All right. Here we go, lads. One long doot for Tyler Vong. Bring it on, recorder. I did my best for you. I did my best for you, Tyler. Dead beats with the stopwatches. How do we do? Thank you as always for the constant support, Tyler Vong. Being here since day one. Being such an awesome deadbeat. Thank you. Huh? Someone's birthday? Happy birthday to James. Thank you. 26. Only 26? 34. 34. Eh? Why was there a ping pong? Hold on, be right back. Sorry, I'm back. Sorry about that. The cigars are here. I ordered celebratory cigars for myself. Yeah. But importing cigars to the underworld is real expensive. I was surprised. So I had to do some stuff and fill out some things. But the cigars are here, yatta! Only for celebration, listen. Only every once in a while. It's fine. We can have one together in the afterlife. Be patient. That's what I really bought a ton of them for. Saving them for me and you deadbeats. Look forward to it. Anticipate. We got a big ups too. Where were we? Lord of the Plum Crystal, thank you so much. Glad you enjoyed the song. A big ups to Tython KFP Legal Eagle. The entire EP has been an amazing listen that I've kept playing at work, when working out, and, well, anytime. Thanks for sharing a bit of your soul with us, both with your music and this stream. No matter what you do, be it rap or barbecue, your deadbeats cheer for you. I love it. Thank you, Tython. Heck yeah, Tython. Woo! Glad it can be a part of your day. And I hope to see you at the barbecue. I've been thinking about that barbecue, actually, how I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna do it. I feel like we'd have a fun summer barbecue together, deadbeats. I don't know. Thanks, Tython. Big ups to Eru, Abriox, Draconic Insight, and a huge ups to Green Wilder. Thank you so much for the Akaspa. This whole album is so much deeper than I have words to properly respond with, so I'll just send hugs. You seem like the kind of cool cat I'd like to be friends with. It's very sweet, Green Wilder. Thank you. Thank you for the hugs. I appreciate it. Glad that that you also are able to find some meaning in it. And I'm glad that, well, if you think it's deep, that's a good thing. Then I'm glad you think so. It makes me happy. I just want you guys to be able to enjoy it wherever you are in life, regardless of anything else. That would make me happiest. Really. A big ups to Astro Phoenix. Love the insightful stream. Thanks for sharing with us. No problem. Thanks for listening to me ramble on and on. Big ups to Lord of the Plum Crystal. Kransu. Thank you, Kransu, so much for the Akaspa. Thanks. This was amazing hearing my favorite artist explaining her influences and thoughts. Anytime. It's something that I like to do for you guys, so it's a win-win situation. Yeah, but I'm glad that you enjoyed and had fun. Kind of a break from my more classic, regularly done live streams, playing games, and just chatting and drinking. It was fun to do something else, something more music-related, and I'd like to do more of that going forward, I guess, as I try to focus more on content instead of my big projects. I think I'd like to do that for now. Yeah, I'll probably end up giving myself less of a headache as well. Who could say? A change in pace might be nice. A big ups to Arcan X. Dinosaur Satan. Heck yeah, I love that name. Big ups to Osakaki. It was compelling. Glad you thought it was compelling. Heck yeah. It gives me a new appreciation for the songs. Yay, yatta! Go listen to the EP again if you would like. Big ups to Tom Hamilton. Thank you so much for the Akaspa. Loved the insight on your lyrics. Never stop being you. Thank you, Tom Hamilton! Tom Hamilton! Never stop being you. Okay. Yeah. It's interesting because that seems like it should be such an easy thing to do, right? Sometimes it feels like it's not. Sometimes you want to change for other people, but I think the one thing that I really have learned doing this job is that I should just be me. I shouldn't change for anyone unless I'm actually hurting someone. Maybe in that case it's okay to change. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, like for example, the negative feelings that I feel in Ijimeko Bully, you know? That's a good example of maybe it's okay to change a bit. It's all about balance. But in terms of my personality, I think I'll be okay. I mean, there are people who like me like this, right? And that's good. We can always improve, you know? We can always get better. It's true, it's the truth. Yeah. I mean, like, for example, in Super Chats, we had someone who was critical of me in the past who said they thought I improved. That just goes to show that we can all get better, yeah? There's nothing wrong with admitting that. And I think I'd like to continue getting better. And taking your words to heart. But it's all about being able to discern, I guess, myself, you know, how to go about it. It's not always easy, and it's not up to my chat either to do it for me, so I'm giving it my best. Let's just keep having fun together. You guys' only responsibility is to keep enjoying your time with me if you want to. That's it. That's all that it is. Though I really love and appreciate the support. Thank you for being on my side, you guys. You deadbeats. Thank you. A big ups to Hilarious Man. Thank you for the Akaspa. Heck yeah! Congrats on the 1.25 mil. Yeah, thank you so much, Hilarious Man. We did reach that milestone, huh? I'm holding you responsible for my broken replay button on my CD player. No, Daihan! Daihan, I'm sorry. But I'm glad you've been playing it a lot. Thank you. Sorry. Oh, I'm getting exhausted. Let me keep reading. There are only 3 left. We'll see Yakumo Yomi. Waluigi Cubed, thank you. Love sharing more about your songs. Thank you for joining us, Waluigi Cubed. And a huge ups to Frudo. That's the end. We did it. I hope to see you guys at the super chat / trying to play a game stream we're gonna do tonight. We're gonna get these super chats knocked out. So help me. Not giving up until we do. But until then, I have a Japanese lesson. And I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm your Mori. Hope you'll remember me. Catch you on the flip side. Thanks for joining my lyric dive. It was lots of fun. And yeah, I guess that's it. See ya! Say goodbye, the end. I'm not sorry, but I wanna see you again sometime. A song in my heart, a world of worry falling on your mind. Wait, don't we leave it all behind? この瞬間が宝物。君たちと私いつまでも今日も生きてよかったと言ったら幸せ。So say goodbye. La da da da. See you again sometime. A song in my heart. この瞬間が宝物。また君に会いたいと言ったら幸せ。Signing off. Peace. What happened to my face? Holy shit! Fuck it. 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 Fuck it.